And some days you just miss the open ones. We got great looks. Sometimes we're in and out, sometimes they're short. Offensively, I'm not worried at all. We did a really good job getting to the paint, trying to find guys, and I mean that's why our assist total was low. It's just because we couldn't make shots, and it was everybody. So nothing to hang our head about. They protected home court, and we've seen this before, so we got to go get game 3.
Assist total low, turnover total bit higher. Certainly that's beneficial for the Knicks. Mitchell and Harden in particular have totaled 11 turnovers in the first 2 games compared to only 9 assists. And for this postseason, Cleveland averaging about 15 turnovers a game. That's third from the bottom of all playoff teams so far in this postseason. Mike Brown, on the other hand, after the game Thursday, asked if he's okay with the looks that Cleveland's been getting.
No, we have to do a better job getting to their shooters, especially Sam Merrill and Strus, man. Those guys, they were 1 for 11 from the 3. It's not going to happen again. So we have to do a better job of getting to their bodies. They had a couple of open looks tonight, and we'll go back and watch the film to see what we could do that's a little bit better to keep them from beating us from behind that arc, because those guys are more than capable of doing it.
Cleveland an impressive 6-1 in their building so far in these playoffs. Kenny Atkinson on the confidence his team has going back home for Game 3.
Listen, we're could easily stole Game 1. I thought our process was right tonight, so that gives me confidence going home. Obviously, we got the great home crowd, have played well at home in the playoffs. So, we need to get our legs under us, quite honestly. We know their rest advantage. So getting home always helps with that. But definitely probably didn't have the juice tonight that we needed to, which is kind of, it's going to hit it sometime.
And as for Donovan Mitchell, what positives do you take with you back home for Game 3?
I think it helps just from a mentality standpoint. This isn't our first time at it, right? This isn't our first time facing adversity. We've been through 2 Game 7s. So being down 2-0 is not the biggest challenge. It's just something it's right here. So let's go ahead and take advantage of it, right? Understand that they're going to make adjustments. We are as well. And obviously, our process was right tonight. I'm not mad at, what we did offensively. Defensively, we make some tweaks and changes. And like you said, sometimes you got to tip your cap to the shot making. And that was tonight. And it's really, it's really as simple as we have to protect home court. And that's really it.
James Harden shooting just 35% from the field in the first 2 games of this series. What about being down 0-2 yet again?
I mean, we're in the same place as last round. So the good thing is we've been here before. So it's nothing that we haven't fought through and prevailed. So we just got to win these next 2 at home and keep it moving.
That is James Harden. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays, 6 a to 7 p. Subscribe now. Stay locked in. ESPN New York is on YouTube. Still more to do here on the Amazon Hub Delivery Knicks pregame show. We come back. We'll hear a little bit more from Mike Brown, as well as get the thoughts of Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges. We'll also give you the starting lineups for tonight's contest as well. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours, so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
Dan Grasso back on the Knicks pregame show, brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. We're getting closer to tip-off between the Knicks and the Cavaliers at game number 3 of these Eastern Conference Finals. It is time right now for the Knicks starting lineup, and that is brought to you by the Perisman Firm. And no changes at all from Mike Brown's squad: Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Meantime, no changes also for the Cavaliers: James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Jarrett Allen, and Evan Mobley. And that was the Knicks starting lineup, brought to you by the Perisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman Firm right now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Perisman Firm is where your case is their cause. It's been one heck of a playoff run for Mikal Bridges. 7 straight games, scoring in double figures, shooting 70% from the field. And the other night he was asked if another year of continuity playing together has factored into this team taking that next step forward.
Yeah, for sure. Having another year together, builds chemistry, builds just every day learning how to play off each other. Yeah, that means a lot. It's big time for us. But yeah, just going through experience through last year, we played a lot of games, 82 plus, losing in East Conference Final last year, just learning a lot of things about each other, and but definitely helps.
It's time now for the Coaches Report, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Mike Brown, prior to tonight's tip-off, if he had this current offensive versatility in mind way back at the beginning of the year.
No, it's you come in with an idea in mind. It's a players' league, and so you have to be able to adapt, adjust, however you want to call it, to what your group strengths are on both sides of the basketball. And, it may take you a month to figure it out. It may take you a half a year to figure it out. I ain't that smart. Took me a little longer. But, again, I thank our guys because their patience has been unbelievable. And they've just gone with every single adjustment that we've kind of thrown at them at the beginning of the season. Starting with me bringing Josh off the bench. You experiment with things to try to get to learn the group, and hopefully you can get it done sooner than later. And, that's why it usually takes a couple of years to really get in sync with the coach and the players, especially when one of them is new.
And the word desperation has been a big theme you've heard come out of the mouths of the Knicks players over the last 48 hours. Despite the fact you have a 2-0 lead, there's still a lot of work to be done. And the coach was asked what playing desperate with a 2-0 lead looks like.
I want to make sure that our focus to the details are always there. Doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter if we have the last 5 guys out on the floor in a blowout. We've had a couple of fortunate games where we're up big, and we got Mo and Pac and Ariel and Tyler and Jeremy out there. And, obviously those guys aren't in the rotation. But I need to be locked in and coaching those guys just as hard as I'd coach our starters, because it's extremely important that all of us are locked in and focused on the details. We have to always, the details of the game plan on both ends of the floor. We have to always give energy and effort. That cannot, sometimes you might screw up a rotation or an assignment or something like that, but the energy and the effort along with the physicality on both ends of the floor has to always be there. Doesn't matter what the score is. And then the last one is we have to constantly communicate. Whether you're on the floor, off the floor, on the bench, a coach, doesn't matter. We got to communicate with one another at all times. And if you do those things, no matter what the score is, to me, that's playing desperate. That's having an appropriate fear of your opponent. And the appropriate fear basically is a respect of who you're playing.
And that was Mike Brown, and that was the Coach's Report, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. The superior game meets superior taste. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the NBA. Still more for us to do here on the Amazon Hub Delivery New York Knicks pregame show. When we return, we'll head on out to Cleveland and check in with Monica McNutt. We'll go over the keys to tonight's game number 3 as the Knicks look to go up 3-0 on these Cleveland Cavaliers. And you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Replacing your home's AC system isn't exactly pocket change. Let's be real. Most people don't have thousands of dollars just lying around. And that's why Sloman's makes staying cool affordable. Right now, Sloman's central air conditioning makes it easier than ever to upgrade without blowing your budget. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% financing for up to 18 months. Plus, every new system comes with a 5-year all-inclusive service plan, including annual system maintenance, filter replacements, and refrigerant. So there are no surprise costs down the road. Whether your system is outdated, your electric bills are through the roof, or your AC finally called it quits, Sloman's has a solution that works and a payment plan that actually makes sense. Call 516-932-7000. That's 516-932-7000. Or visit ac.slomans.com to schedule your free estimate today. Sloman's Central Air Conditioning. Because comfort shouldn't come with a price you can't afford. 18-month promo period. No payment, no interest, and no down payment offer. The offer is available through a third-party bank. On approved credit, interest is waived if loan is repaid in full during the same as cash period. Terms and conditions apply.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dan Graca back in the Knicks pregame show, brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. We are getting so close to tip-off of game number 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The game will be played at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, which is where we head to right now to check in with our great friend Monica McNutt. She's going to be on the call at tonight's game with Tyler Murray. Monica, how's Cleveland treating you so far?
You know, Dan, the weather is a little windy, a little blustery, but it could be colder. I had a lovely night's rest in the hotel last night, so I'm not going to talk too bad about Cleveland right now.
Well, and it'll be a lot sunnier, too, if the Knicks are able to get a victory tonight and really have one foot in the door of the NBA Finals if they could go up 3-0. And I think that the thing you really have to admire about not just, of course, coach speak from Mike Brown, but really all of these players over the last 48 hours, Monica, despite being up 2-0, they talk about the desperation level they're going to be facing in this game tonight.
I agree with you on that, Dan. It is, to me, while the buzzword has been play desperate, play with urgency, it also, to me, is a sign of maturity. And I think you got to give these guys credit for knowing that that is what this moment dictates. For as much experience as we heard the sound early in the pregame show that Mikal Bridges referred to as far as their experience last year, closing out in this round is something that has yet to be done. And so if the mantra is let's be desperate, and that is what is landing and what has been required, then so be it, because I am fully prepared to watch a Cleveland squad who looks different from the two teams that we saw at the Garden, just from all the statistical numbers that favor them at home and this crowd here at Rocket Arena, which vociferously just booed the Knicks as they hit the floor.
Well, I mean, let's think about it and put it into some historical context, right? I mean, no team has ever come back from 3-0 down in a best-of-7 in NBA playoff history. So, yes, it's 2-0, and you need 4 to be eliminated, but Cleveland has to almost look at this game tonight as if this is their season, because down 0-3, that's something that's on unprecedented territory.
For sure, Dan. And we have not had to mention this in a while, But we know that it is so hard to duplicate the urgency of the team that actually is in an urgent predicament. And that happens to be Cleveland, as you mentioned. Now, I will say this. I had fun chatting pregame with some streamer. I probably should have got his information. I don't know who I was talking to and how many people he streamed to. But anyway, we're talking about the importance of this game. And he made the case, as you did, that the Cavs are just going to protect home court. They're not going to go out like that, which I could sit for that discussion. But I also will add, Dan, they've been playing every other night for 3.5 weeks now already. I just don't know if the schedule is doing this group any favors. Whether it is true or imagined, Donovan Mitchell has not looked like himself. James Harden already doesn't play a fast-paced style of basketball. I don't know how you explain Evan Mobley not scoring or getting a shot attempt at all in the second half of the last game. And for as good as Jared Allen has been, has he met his match in terms of the committee of rebounders and the physicality that the Knicks play with as they pack the paint? And yes, as much as role players shoot the ball better at home, I mean, there's like almost a 10 percentage swing in terms of the Cavs' three-point percentages at home versus on the road in this postseason. Shooting gets harder and harder to do the heavier and heavier your legs get in a postseason run.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly, and we spoke about that really during that long layoff the Knicks had between rounds 2 and 3, that nobody's going to want to give up rest this time of year. And to your point about Cleveland, having to play 2 7-game series in the first 2 rounds, and now the 2 games in this series, all right, so we're looking at 16 games, not just 16 games in the last month, Monica, it's 16 on top of the 82 that they've played. So 98 games this team has played since going back to October. Those legs are going to be a little heavy.
So, and I would add to you an additional wrinkle as you talk about 2 7-game series is those were 2 teams that basically just beat them up as best they could, right? Like Cleveland got out of the series versus Toronto and Detroit because of the offensive firepower they have. But they went to 7 and they were taking body blows for each of the 7.
What is it going to take tonight for the Knicks to get that 3-0 lead? Let's get some keys to tonight's game.
All right, I think the first key will stay with the theme, right? The desperate play, the urgency of the moment. I talked a little bit about Philly. If the Knicks went up 3-0, how impressed I would be. I think the same applies here. I believe that they can, but to match the urgency that is true for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I get it. It's just human nature if they don't quite get all the way there. So I think first key is going to be play desperate, match the urgency of the contest. The second key is going to be defend the three-point line for me, Dan. There are 43 open looks. That is statistically categorized by a defender being 6 feet away or less. The Cavs are 15 of 43 on open looks in the first 2 games. I just venture to say that they'll shoot better at home, and so those 43 looks could very well cost you. So I need the Knicks to make sure they are communicating on defense, moving their feet on defense, and adjusting if that is what the game demands. And the final key for me, I think, is going to be dominate the glass. I do think when the Knicks eliminate second chance opportunities, they have taken the wind out of the sails a bit from this Cavs squad, and that is an area where they've been able to excel up and down the roster and through this series. So play desperate and with the necessary urgency of the moment, defend the three-point line, and clean the glass are my keys for tonight's game.
And we know Cleveland's not going to be shy when it comes to taking those threes. They average about 38 attempts a game during this postseason, which is 3rd among all teams that qualified for the NBA tournament. Monica, outstanding stuff as always. We will catch up again after the game. Have a great call with Tyler.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dan.
All righty, let's pause 10 seconds, allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This is ESPN New York, WHSQ, WCBS-FM HD2, and WEPN New York.
That is all the time for us. I will talk to you again at halftime, where I'll be joined by MSG's Wally Serbiak. But coming up next, it is Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt. They've got the call of game number 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks look to go up 3-0 as they visit the Cleveland Cavaliers. And New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues right after this timeout. Enjoy the game, everybody.
This has been Amazon Hub Delivery New York Knicks Game Night. New York Knicks basketball is coming right up.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
The right-hand push shot is off the front rim and down. Josh Hart, a playoff career high, 26 points.
New York Knicks basketball is on the air.
Rebound, Brunson streaking ahead from right to left, all the way to the cup, and he hits the right-hand layup around Mitchell, and the Knicks have a 17-point lead with 3:18 to go in Game 2.
The New York Knicks. Are you ready? Are you ready?
And after pulling off one of the greatest playoff comebacks in NBA history in Game 1, the Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Knicks basketball starts right now. Live from Rocket Arena in Cleveland for the Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks versus the Cavs. It's Game 3. Now here's Monica McNutt, and with the play-by-play, here's Tyler Murray on the MSG Radio Network.
And after that big win on Thursday at MSG, Karl Anthony Towns said the next game is the biggest game of the year. Well, that game has arrived. It is time for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals as the New York Knicks take on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and a golden opportunity for the Knicks to put their foots to the throats of this Cavalier squad and take a 3-0 series lead. They have already reached the point they were at last year, officially back to the high point of a season ago, and that, of course, is 2 wins in the conference finals, which brings you 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. But the difference is, instead of being down 3-2 to the Pacers, clinging to their playoff lives, the Knicks are 2-0 in this conference finals, and they've got a chance to put Cleveland on the brink. So glad you're with us, everybody, as we welcome you to Rocket Arena, the only venue in professional sports that has a different team's name in it, as the Knicks take on the Cavaliers here in Cleveland for Game 3. With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Welcome into another edition of New York Knicks playoff basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network. We are hearing a cacophony of sound as the players take the final warm-up shots. Thousands of Knicks fans in the building, but each and every time they've tried to start up a Let's Go Knicks chant, they have been booed by the Cavs fans in here. And I can't necessarily say they've been drowned out by the Cavs, but it has certainly made for an interesting sound meld as we get ready for basketball in Cleveland, Ohio. Monica McNutt, it is not going to be easy for the Knicks to get a win here in Cleveland. In fact, they haven't done it with this group. Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges are 0-3 at Rocket Arena as members of the Knicks, including a 37-point loss here last year. They also lost by 19 later in that season, and their only visit here this season, they lost by...
Don't talk about it. Don't say it. We don't need to talk about it. I was there for that.
Monica was in the building for that.
It was awful.
The final score wound up being respectable, but it was not a competitive game. So What will it take, do you think, for the Knicks to right some of those wrongs? And sure, I don't think anyone's thinking about regular season results in terms of how tough it can be to win here, but even the playoffs, we have seen this Cavs team knows how to get the job done in front of its home crowd.
Yeah, listen, every game, particularly in the postseason, presents a different challenge. I expect the Cleveland Cavaliers to shoot the basketball better than they have through games 1 and 2. I expect Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen to be more of a force to be reckoned with than they were in game 2. I expect this crowd to be all in on helping their team get a win in this series. And so how do you respond to that if you're the New York Knicks? Well, it starts internally, right? They continue to mention playing desperate, and in their minds, this series being 0-0 or even down if that's what it requires in order for them to put their best foot forward in terms of competing. But beyond that, they've got to make sure that they are communicating. And Tyler, I will continue to say this, and perhaps history will record it when we look back at this postseason if the Knicks can continue to be the last team standing. The level of accountability has shifted since the clock has struck postseason. And that means the intensity in the huddles, the accountability to one another, the accountability to themselves. And so that, to me, allows a team to respond in tight moments because they are relying on one another, and they don't want to be the one to let the team down, which is what I believe has powered the Knicks in their dominance this postseason.
Every team really in the history of the NBA has said the right things when having commanding leads in specific playoff series. Yes, we want to act like we're not up 2-0. It's 0-0. We have to be the team with more urgency. But time and time again, it has been the Knicks that have backed it up with the way they've played. As Philly, Atlanta, and maybe tonight Cleveland have all found out throughout this postseason as we are set for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals here at Rocket Arena on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network. The Knicks will be in their white uniforms tonight. The Cavs in a bit of a throwback LeBron James era navy blue. It says Cleveland across the front in white. And then it's got a pattern on the sides of wine and gold. Mostly that maroon red color with the gold trim. The Cavaliers fans will tell you that this franchise has come back from 0-2 down a lot in the postseason, mostly with LeBron James leading the way. However, all you have to do is look back at round 2 when the Pistons won 2 games at home against the Cavs. Then Cleveland wound up winning the next 3 in a row before eventually picking up a Game 7 win to earn a trip to this conference finals showdown. You also have an example in round 1. Cleveland was ahead 2-0 over Toronto. Then they lost 2 games on the road north of the border. So how did they respond? Well, they won the next game at home. But again, that series wound up going 7 games. So we have seen this Cavalier team with their backs against the wall, including 2 different Game 7 victories. They've shown the ability to play their best when they've got no other option but to win a basketball game. Now, this is not an elimination game for Cleveland, but it might as well be because no team ever has overcome a 3-0 series deficit. It is time for the national anthem. Here we go.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of their
It is time for Knicks playoff basketball. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals about to begin. Of course, on the other side of the bracket, after losing Game 1 in double overtime, Oklahoma City has stormed back with 2 impressive wins. So Thunder lead the Spurs 2-1 out west. However, one of their best scorers will not be playing in tomorrow's Game 4. A.J. Mitchell already been ruled out with a right calf strain, as it truly continues to be a war of attrition between the two teams that, well, who either comes out of that series will be favored to win the next and final round. You are going to hear a lot of different noises in the background on this broadcast tonight. A lot of loud booing early from these Cavs fans as the Knicks are introduced. But if the Knicks get an early lead, you're going to hear a whole lot of cheering and "Let's go Knicks" chanting from the thousands of folks who have made the trip and are dressed in orange and blue. It's not quite a Philadelphia breakdown, but we've met several fans and even in particular one family who made a 7-hour drive here today from New Jersey. And they will be staying overnight, but it's that kind of commitment these Knicks fans have shown to support this team, who will have its best chance in 25 years to make it to the NBA Finals. Big cheers for former Cavalier Anderson Varejao, 13 years with Cleveland. Remember him? Let's get to the referees.
Were you talking to me? Sorry.
No. That was a very generic. Do you remember Anderson Varejao?
I do remember him.
Of course you do. You're a professional broadcaster in the NBA. Time now for the officiating crew, brought to you by Dime Community Bank. It's Tony Brothers, Tyler Ford, and Gediminas Petritis. Those are the officials, brought to you by Dime Community Bank. Dime Community Bank's new branch is now open at Madison and 37th Street, right in the heart of Manhattan. Visit dime.com to learn more. Dime, we've got your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. As we're reintroduced to the very impressive sound system they have here at Rocket Arena, we will introduce you to the starting lineups this evening. Kenny Atkinson was asked about a potential starting lineup change. He was non-committal, but in the end, he did not make one. It is James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. The only other starting lineup adjustment he's made in this postseason was using Max Strus in the starting 5 instead of Dean Wade in Game 7 in the win over Detroit in that second round. Now the question for Dean Wade is, how will they use him? He was subbed out late in Game 1, so did not close as they were trying to avoid the Knicks comeback, and of course they could not. And then Wade only played 21 minutes in Game 2. Some other notables, Evan Mobley, who's had a very solid postseason, but he's been trying to step up after a just okay regular season, and that was solidified by the fact that the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley, did not make an all-defense team this season. You know who did? OG Anunoby. And the only question was, would he make first team or second team? And yes, Derek White is a great defender. We did not see him 82 games a year, but I have a hard time believing OG Anunoby's resume from this year does not qualify him as a top 5 defender in the league. But all that aside, a well-deserved second all-team NBA selection for Anunoby. Second time he's earned that in his 9-year career. And the reason it's only 2 has been because of availability. Anunoby, of course, on the wings with the Knicks, including Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart, who's coming off a playoff career-high 26-point effort in Game 2. Hart took 21 shots in that game the other night, which is the most shots in a game taken by a non-Brunson Knick all postseason. So it was obviously the Cavs' strategy to force Josh Hart to shoot, but it did not go according to plan that he made them pay. As for Jalen Brunson, he had a good chunk of the assists on the points from Hart, 14 of them, a playoff career high in dimes for Brunson. And Mikal Bridges, after another efficient shooting night on Thursday, he's now at 40% from 3 in the playoffs and 70% from 2 in the postseason. What a run it's been from Mikal Bridges, who continues getting to the rim seemingly at will. And in the middle, it is Karl Anthony Towns. What an adjustment he's been able to make. The cat offensive hub technique that hasn't necessarily worked as well in this series. He only has 6 assists across the 2 games after dishing out 30 dimes in the 4-game sweep of Philly. So what has he done? Well, he's working on his three-pointer a little bit more. 3 out of 5 on Thursday, matching his playoff high for most threes made in a game. And we'll see if he gets a few more up because he's shooting 46% from 3 in the playoffs. Knicks will go from right to left to start. Cleveland from left to right. Again, it's Knicks in white. They've got New York on the front in orange. Numbers on front and back in orange as well. Last names above the number on the back of the jerseys in blue. And it's mostly a dark blue uniform for Cleveland. Again, this is a LeBron James era Cavalier look from his first stint with Cleveland when he was coached by Mike Brown. Jarrett Allen at the left. Karl Anthony Towns at the right. And the ball will be thrown up by Gediminas Petraitis as Game 3 is officially underway in Cleveland. The tip is won by the Cavs, the first time they've won an opening tip in this series so far. Knicks have a chance to take a commanding 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Pass underneath to Allen on the right wing, poked away initially by Brunson. Allen got it back, and it's Mitchell out high to the right wing. Slip pass to Allen at the foul line, kicks it left for Mobley, and he misses a 3 from the far side angle. Rebound from Anunoby.
I think OG Anunoby is poised to have a breakout game in this one. We'll see how Kenny Atkinson and company defends him.
Towns hits a 3 straight on. Top of the key, the trailer pass from Bridges, and a 3-0 start for New York.
I like this. Karl Anthony Towns spacing the floor early.
And now a steal from Bridges. Long arms picked off a bounce pass on the right side intended for a cutting big man, and Bridges will take it ahead from right to left. At the left elbow, backing down Allen, nowhere to go against the big man. Now it's Towns out high. With his left heel on the center court logo, he passes right corner to Bridges. Driving baseline on Allen, met by Wade, shrugs him off and banks one home and shows the right bicep to Dean Wade. 5-0 New York.
I like that, folks. That might be one of the more aggressive and physical moves we've seen Mikal Bridges make this postseason.
Donovan Mitchell needs a big night, and he goes right to the rim, looking to slow down this Knicks offense. He's able to draw a foul on OG Anunoby on a Euro step layup attempt. It'll be free throws for Donovan Mitchell. 5-0 Knicks. And Mitchell wasn't so efficient in Game 2, but he did go 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and the other thing about Mitchell, though, too, is he's not had sort of what you would have expected in terms of his three-point shooting performance, but he has been a problem getting downhill. He's 10 of 16 of the 26 attempts that he's had in terms of driving to the paint, about 14 drives per game. I expect that to be a feature point of tonight, as I think he's got to have a big one if the Cavs are going to do this personally, Tyler. I could be wrong, but Kenny Atkinson continues to refer to him as the leader of this group, and I think that means heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Mitchell missed the first off the back rim, but then sunk the second, and then clapped his hands angrily for the missed opportunity on the first foul shot. Knicks ball from right to left. They lead 5-1. Brunson's first touch, left point. He'll slip inside around Allen for a left-hand layup, and Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks a 7-1 lead.
I'm waiting to see how the Cavs might want to mix it up with Jalen Brunson. They were pretty pleased with their defense in the first half of Game 2, holding him under double digits at halftime.
He just kept setting up his teammates.
14 assists.
Incredible. Mobley far side mid-range, backing down Anunoby, middle of the paint. Right-hand hook shot won't go, and the rebound comes to Hart. Attacking the basket to our left. He finds Bridges right wing, streaking to the cup, and a right-hand layup around Harden forces a Kenny Atkinson timeout. Mikal Bridges leads the NBA playoffs in field goal percentage on drives, and he just got another driving layup to give the Knicks a 9-1 advantage.
Listen, there's a lot of basketball left to be played, but this start is indicative of what I fear, and if you're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers strategy, is very real. They played every other night through 2 full 7-game series, and now they're in the third series where the competition is only getting stiffer. They look like a tired team to me.
They did not take advantage of the opportunity of beating a rusty Knicks squad in Game 1. They came as close as you possibly can without getting the job done. And you wonder how much, when this is all said and done, a Game 1 collapse will cost the Cavs. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. We'll take the break as well. 9-1 New York leads Cleveland just 2 minutes into Game 3. We're on the road at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Good start for New York. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes Oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends Friday. Take the test.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 6/1/26. See dealer for warranty details.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
9-1, the Knicks lead the Cavaliers 2 minutes in to Game 3. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Monica Minuk is all excited because...
Hold on, I'm not excited.
You were pointing at the
I am pointing.
Video monitor. What is it? Because
Travis Kelce's in the building.
Also known as Taylor Swift's fiance.
Which is like, never mind, I'm going to stop talking now.
It sounds like you should. Because I am a big-time Swiftie.
Okay, I love that for you.
8-point Knick lead, 10:06 to go in this first quarter. It is Cavalier ball. Their only point so far is a Donovan Mitchell free throw. Across midcourt comes Spider Mitchell from left to right. Now it's Harden toward the far sideline. A screen on the left for Mobley. Pick and roll. Harden pulls up, throws a pass to the right corner for Mitchell. He'll catch and drive baseline. Met underneath by Towns. Keeps his dribble all the way out toward midcourt. So one-on-one, he can break down Towns with 3 to shoot. Steps back for a left wing two-pointer and drills it. Towns stuck with him as best he could, but Donovan Mitchell makes it a 6-point game.
And that is what Spider does. That is the legend right there in terms of being able to create off the bounce.
He does have that look in his eyes. He knows what's at stake in this game. Brunson left corner 3, very short, with Dean Wade contesting off a handoff from Towns. Might have been an air ball, in fact. Harden, left point, crosses over Hart in the paint. Dump off pass underneath to Allen, and after a pump fake to get rid of Hart, he'll lay it in for 2. It's a 9-5 Knick lead. 9:10 to go, first quarter. Brunson at the center court logo, Knicks from right to left in the white uniforms. It comes to Towns on the near side wing, kicks it to the far side for Hart. Catches, attacks, shows the ball in the paint to Allen, then steps back and gets called for a travel by Tony Brothers. He must have dragged that pivot foot, and the Knicks turn it over for the first time tonight.
It's loud in here. I didn't even hear that whistle by Brothers. I was like, oh, why'd everybody stop? Looked like he got a good bounce to me.
Tony Brothers, Tyler Ford, Gediminas Petritis, the officials this evening. Cleveland ball down 4. Mobley at the foul line. Throws it underneath to Allen. He'll catch and slam. They've done that the last 2 possessions down. And after trailing 9-1, it's now a 9-7 game.
That is a throwback to the formula of game 1, except it's not because of a Knicks full-on double team, but you do have to make the difficult decision on how you want to guard the action at the high post.
And now Dean Wade will get called for a foul, tripping up Mikal Bridges, who is setting a screen and then slipping toward the wing. Donovan Mitchell actually pushed him first. It's a first foul on Cleveland. The fans despise the call. And you're right, Monica, it's awfully loud in here. Apologies in advance if we don't inform you of a whistle right away.
We got a little bit of a physical matchup unfolded between Mobley and Towns. Let's see if Towns works to get traditional big man position throughout the night.
Not something he's known for.
Nope.
Brunson toward the near sideline. Screen to set him up on Harden. He'll take him to the left side. Block got fouled. Threw it up and missed off glass. But free throws coming for Jalen Brunson.
So, interesting. The Cavs appeared to be in a matchup zone on that possession. They didn't want to leave Harden alone. Now, the way that Jared Allen ran to get to the middle of the paint is what suggested his matchup zone to me. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Because, again, Jalen Brunson went for the soft spot and switched so that he could be guarded by Harden easily, and Dean Wade just gave it up. But then everybody looked to be in his own format.
First foul shot from Jalen Brunson rolls in at the basket to our left.
The couple's here together, by the way.
What?
Here. Oh, wow. We're super excited, huh?
Taylor Swift is in the same place as us, Monica McNutt. Are they saying the same thing about you right now?
I doubt it.
Okay, so we'll have to strategize at halftime. I can tell you some lyrics for maybe an introductory line. Brunson gets the front rim bounce and kicks off toward the left. So he gets 1 out of 2. It is Harden now scampering into the paint to the right. Met by Towns. Blocked by Towns. Loose ball came to Mobley, and he'll throw it down to make it a 1-point game. It is Bridges now, far side corner. Out to Hart on the right wing. Pump fakes the 3. Now resets with Brunson toward midcourt. Screen from Hart. Off the dribble right wing triple. Front rim no. Long rebound to the far corner. Saved by Bridges. He got it to Brunson. Now Hart top of the arc. 9 to shoot. 7:51 to play. Knicks ball up 1. Anunoby left elbow. Steps back for 2 over Mitchell and drains the mid-range jumper. Knicks back up 12 to 9.
I like the patience of OG Anunoby on that play, but Josh Hart is going to have to undo himself as a reluctant shooter. He's got to be aggressive.
Mitchell off the dribble, corner 3. Missed it for the near side. Rebound Towns. Outlet Anunoby. Into the paint on the break. Stripped by Mobley. Got it back. Brunson right wing. Foul line. Able to find Bridges right point. Takes a dribble. Pulls up. And he nails a mid-range jumper from the other elbow. And the Knicks have a 4-0 response to make it a 5-point lead again.
As loud as it is in here, you can hear that Knicks contingent when that ball goes to the basket. That's to our left currently.
Foul line Mobley in the lane. Stopped by Towns. Tough turnaround. Right-hand hook drops in for Evan Mobley. He's got 4 points, and it's now a 3-point game. It was 9-1 out of the gate for New York. Kenny Atkinson called a timeout, led to a 6-0 Cleveland response. Now it's Knicks by 3, 5 minutes in. Anunoby with a left-hand dribble drive baseline, steps back for another tough 2 and hits again over Donovan Mitchell. If Anunoby's scoring from that part of the court off the bounce, there's not much you can do.
We've been accustomed to Brunson hunting Harden defensively. If Anunoby can do that to Mitchell, I'm with you.
And a response from Mitchell, driving right to the rim on Anunoby for a right-hand layup on the near side. Back to a 3-point game. 6.5 remaining in this first quarter. Good pass from Hart to a cutting Brunson. Out to the right wing for Bridges. He'll slice inside, feeds Towns to the foul line, throws up a right-hand floater that won't go. Whistle and a foul on the shot. There was contact from Towns fighting for the rebound, but that was all nullified because Cleveland was called for a shooting foul. And Towns will get 2 at the basket to our left.
I didn't like that pass by Jalen Brunson, if I may. I get it. We're going from good to great, but he was right at the rim.
Jared Allen picks up the foul. Towns with blue sneakers this evening, standing out along with the mostly white outfit. Otherwise, rattles on the first free throw. And Karl Anthony Towns has 4 points. Max Strus is coming in as well as Sam Merrill in for Mobley and Mitchell.
One of the questions pregame, you mentioned it, Kenny Atkinson was asked about changing up the starting lineup. He mentioned going a little deeper. Our terrific producer, Spencer Julian, and I were kind of like, to who? At what point? But we'll see what happens in this one. 3-point shooting at home. The Cavs are much better here, so we'll see how that holds throughout the course of this ballgame.
Towns gets both. It's a 5-point Knicks lead. Cleveland has not made a 3-pointer yet. They're 0 of 2. 10 of their 13 points have come in the painted area. Cleveland from left to right, down by 5, about halfway through this first quarter. Harden at the right elbow, defended by Brunson, shrugs him off, steps back, and hits a step-back 10-footer from the near side lane line, 3-point game. Towns, Euro step at the foul line, and a blocking foul called on Sam Merrill as he missed a layup. Good adjustment by Towns. It would have been a charge, but he took a wide Euro-style step out of Merrill's way, and the contact was whistled a blocking foul.
I honestly, just the way that Karl Anthony Towns is often officiated, I kind of thought this was going to be a charge either way, but I think you're right. That detail does matter, and there's no motion to challenge on the part of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Another thing to note, Max Strus is guarding Jalen Brunson baseline to baseline. As soon as the ball goes through the net on the Cavs side, he's going to find number 11.
Towns hits the first free throw, so he's 3 out of 3. He just dropped below 90% from the foul line in the playoffs, going 1 for 2 in game 2, but he is now 56 for 63. So Knicks by 4, and they'll be in the bonus the rest of the quarter. 5 fouls on the Cavs. They're 4 now, but anything else will send the Knicks to the line. Towns gets 2 more, so 20-5 New York. Towns has a game-high 7. Knicks have not made a substitution yet. This much maligned starting group has risen the Knicks level to a championship caliber, but now James Harden slithers inside for a layup around Towns. Long inbound to Anunoby, who was cherry-picking a bit, and he got under the hoop, pulled down by Dean Wade. And as mentioned, the Knicks are in the bonus, so that means 2 free throws for Anunoby.
This is such a smart play on both the part of Anunoby, but on Josh Hart. There's so much commotion on the initial inbounds, trying to get it to Jalen Brunson. Multiple Cavs jerseys down there trying to break that thing up. Josh literally like, give me the ball, and just ran it ahead to OG Anunoby because he knew this Cavs defense was asleep at the wheel.
It's 20-17 Knicks with 5:40 remaining in the first. And at the left side foul line, Anunoby drains the first free throw. That was the first sign all the way back in game 1 that he was rounding into form after missing almost 2 weeks with that right hamstring strain. Although 2 weeks amounted to just 2 games because the Knicks were able to sweep the Sixers. But Anunoby went 7 of 8 from the line in overtime with that come-from-behind Game 1 win. And his efficiency has been excellent ever since as he makes another foul shot to give the Knicks a 5-point lead. 5.5 to go, opening quarter, game 3. It's 2-0 New York. Harden steps back from the near wing and front rims the 3, but an offensive rebound for Strus. To Merrill on the right corner, pump fakes Bridges out of the way and launches one short. He's missed his last 10 three-pointers in the series, going back to the would-be game winner in game 1. It's Hart now on the other side, hands to Brunson near wing, matched up with Allen, but Strus fights through a screen. Step back, pump fake in the corner from Brunson. Got it back on a pass from Hart. Jab step with his left foot, now pulls up for 3. Off the right side rim, and then Towns got called for a reach over the back foul with a good box out from Harden.
No, I don't think he got called for a foul. I think he's out of base.
Oh, okay.
Out of bounds left Towns.
Well, that is even better news because the fewer fouls Towns commits, the more he can play. To win the obvious statement award of the game. Knicks will make their first substitution.
Sometimes that's our job, though. I think about that, too.
Okay, interesting.
Like, sometimes you got to just make sure everybody's aware of the obvious.
Always glass half full, Monty.
There you go.
Josh Hart and OG Anunoby will come out. Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet are in, along with Brunson, Bridges, and Towns. Cavs ball from left to right, up 5, and Towns blocks a driving layup on a goaltend as Darren Allen had a half step on him. Towns doesn't think so. You are able to challenge in this scenario, but Mike Brown is out to talk with Tony Brothers, and they will challenge him.
Yeah.
It's the earliest postseason challenge we've seen, I believe, since round 1, as Towns argues that he got to that ball before it hit the backboard, and I think he did.
But does he get it before it's coming down? I think the ball is coming down from its ascent. He got it before the backboard, but I think it's on its way back down.
Oh, very interesting. We will take a break while they take a look. Early Knicks challenge, 4:51 to go in the first quarter. They got off to a 9-1 start in this game, but don't forget, San Antonio led 15-0 to begin Game 3 in Texas yesterday, and they wound up losing that game by double digits. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Monica McNutt's national television commercials airing right now, and she's also sitting right next to me.
Yeah, is it cool to see multiple me's at once?
Who's got it better than me? Very few people have come to understand. Knicks up by 3. Challenge on the floor, either a goaltending on Towns or Knicks basketball with a 3-point advantage, or it would actually be a 5-point advantage to take 2 off the board. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
After review, the ball had reached its apex prior to being touched by Towns. Therefore, it is a goaltending violation. The challenge is unsuccessful. Because of the mandatory timeout, New York loses the timeout and the ability to challenge the rest of the game.
And that feels like the headline from Tony Brothers. No challenges the rest of the night for the Knicks. And Monica nailed it. When we were heading to the commercial break, everybody, including me, was looking at whether or not Towns got to the ball before it hit the backboard, but it was apparently coming down off the backboard. So 2 points remains for Jarrett Allen, and it's a 3-point Knick lead as they go from right to left. 4:41 remaining in this first quarter. Brunson top of the key, defended by Mitchell. Screen on the right from Towns to match him up with Mobley instead. Passes left for Mitchell. Now they post up Towns on Harden, left block. Towns right-hand dribble, backing him down, 4 to shoot. High ball fake, 2 to shoot. Has to take a one-legged step back and drains it. The Knicks can't miss from 2-point range right now, and I'm serious. They are 7 of 7 from inside the arc, and they lead by 5. Mobley out high, pick and pop with Harden. He'll take the 3. Very short. Offensive rebound, Strus. Out to Harden, right wing. Pump fake and a drive into the paint. He got a pass to the corner, chipped out of bounds by Bridges. And he stays with Cleveland, who trails by 5 with 9 seconds to shoot.
Let me say this. I love the way the Knicks are playing from two-point land. You're absolutely right. Those stats are gaudy. I don't need Karl-Anthony Towns to be a facilitator when he's got James Harden guarding him on the block.
Max Strus, baseline drive, bounce pass, far corner. Mitchell got caught in the air and threw it out of bounds. Looked like Deuce McBride snuck up on him, perhaps thinking about a shot, but McBride got in his area. He decided to pass out of bounds. Second turnover committed by Cleveland. Knicks only have 1. They lead 24-19. Final 4 minutes, first quarter. Brunson crossing over Strus out high, left elbow behind the back pass, top of the key. Towns pump fakes Mobley out of the way, then drives the lane. Euro step and a right-hand bank shot around Strus. Karl-Anthony Towns, 11 points in 8 minutes, and the Knicks lead by 7.
This is the Karl-Anthony Towns that you love to see. Most likely at this rate will end this game with a double-double as Mikal Bridges comes up with a steal.
Knicks again attack the basket to our left. Shamet a 3. Good from the corner. The Cavs have missed 4 straight shots, and the Knicks have taken advantage. They're out to a 10-point lead in Game 3. It's 29-19 with 3.5 to go in the first.
Shamet, after having that huge performance in Game 1, did get in the scoring column in Game 2, but he's right back in Game 3. It is so good to see how well these Knicks are clicking as a team. That's the thing that has separated them in this postseason, particularly versus these Cavs. They have been able to flaunt their depth where the Cavs have had to survive with their depth.
7-0 Knick run. Couple of baskets from Karl-Anthony Towns and then a 3-pointer from Landry Shamet. 10-point lead, 29-19. Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn revenue. Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. 3.5 to go in this first quarter. The Knicks are playing brilliant offensive basketball right now, and they've put the 7-0 run together in just 55 seconds. But for the entire game, they are 10 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 7 of 8 from the line, and they've only turned it over once.
The focus, I would say, so far in terms of matching the urgency of the moment, they have done it to start this ball game.
This Cavs team is built on offense. Yes, they have the reigning defensive player of the year, Evan Mobley, but their championship ceiling is entirely based off of how well they can score the basketball. But the Knicks are beating them at their own game right now with a 29-19 advantage. And the Cavs, who have talked a whole lot about how many great shots they were generating in the first 2 games and the fact that all they have to do is make them. Well, they are 0 of 5 from three-point land in the series, 9 of 11 from 3, or over 5 in the game. 9 of 11 from 3 here in Game 3. Max Strus, a left-wing triple is good. Wow, that was an undeserved heat check. He was covered by Brunson, a step and a half behind the arc, but he made it count to make it a 7-point game. Now Brunson takes him coast to coast, and a dotted line floater rimmed in and out, and a whistle and a foul called on Strus by Tony Brothers. These Cavs fans, you figured they'd be used to physical play and fouls being called after getting through Toronto and Detroit, but anytime a whistle blows against Cleveland, they are up in arms.
Because they are convinced that the script is for New York to get to the finals. You know, that old small market bias, air quotes around such a thing.
They are correct that the ratings will be better if the Knicks are involved.
I didn't say that. Don't give them that credit. I said the script.
Oh, I see. Brunson hits the first free throw as Harden checks out for Dennis Schroeder. First time Harden's gotten a break. He played 42 minutes in the overtime loss in Game 1. Remember Harden in his 17th year at age 36. 4 points for Brunson. Only needed 19 in Game 2 because of his 14 assists. Second foul shot rolls around and in, so 3 out of 4 from the line. He's got 5 points, and the Knicks are up 9 as we hit the final 3 minutes of the first quarter.
So we're back to Shamet on ball defending Mitchell.
It is Brunson, McBride, Hart, Shamet, and Towns on the floor for the Knicks against Mitchell, Strus, Schroeder, Merrill, and Mobley. Smaller lineup for Cleveland. Off the dribble, right elbow pull-up for Mitchell is good over Deuce McBride. Those quick twitch dribble moves into a jump shot for Donovan Mitchell. It looks like more himself again. It's a 7-point game.
He's 3 of 4 from the field, but you got to expect that. And so that is just a disadvantage of being a defender. I think the Knicks are doing a great job defending him. They got to keep it up.
2.5 to go first quarter. Knicks by 7. From right to left they go. Brunson up top, defended by Schroeder. Bounce pass to a streaking Shamet. Kick out left corner. McBride a 3. It's good. Deuce McBride, second three-pointer of the series off a beautiful play. Brunson to Shamet to McBride and a 10-point lead.
I love the way the Knicks are so not content, but they are aggressively passing the basketball, looking for one another.
Feels like nothing is forced right now as Mobley's in the middle of the paint. Poked away initially by Towns. Got it back and finds Schroeder left wing with 5 to shoot. Mobley far side corner drives in the lane. Strus on the other end misses a 3 from the angle end of the shot clock, and Brunson tears down the rebound. Knicks up 10 on the move from right to left. Towns out high. Catches, shoots. Trailer 3 short. You expect him to go in the way Towns is playing lately, but it's just off the mark.
He's just 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Same spot. I like it. It's a soft miss if you are to diagnose misses.
95 seconds left, opening quarter. Mitchell baseline drive right side before his jump shot. A whistle and a foul on Deuce McBride, who was grabbing Sam Merrill. It is the second foul on the Knicks in the game, and a sarcastic cheer from the fans here at Rocket Arena. Towns will check out of the game, does not have any fouls yet. 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 10 nearly perfect minutes. He does have a block as well. And in comes Mitchell Robinson. He's had a smaller impact in this series than what you would have expected, at least so far, partly because he's 2 of 12 from the free throw line. Mobley underneath, double team by McBride and Robinson. Hook pass to Merrill right next to him. Merrill surrounded, so he finds Strus far corner. He rimmed out a 3, and it's tipped out of bounds by Mobley. Now, wishing the best for Mitchell Robinson, posted on social media. He's been struggling mentally, and he deleted social media, trying to get as locked in as possible. And Obviously someone who's a class act and worked his tail off to be ready physically for this moment. He's out there now giving everything he has, but an offensive foul called now on Jalen Brunson, trying to free up some space left wing for McBride. And Brunson's first foul turns into the Knicks' second turnover. It is Schroeder inbounding to Mitchell. Knicks on a 12-5 run right now. Largest lead of the game at the moment is what they have right now. 34-24, up 10. Shamet almost tipped a pass away from Mitchell.
Effort, undeniable.
Bit of a lazy hook pass across the perimeter near midcourt. Now Schroeder, right side drive, gets to the rim on Brunson, but then sealed off by Brunson. Out to Strus, top of the key, 3 to shoot. Schroeder at the angle near sideline. He'll hoist a 3 and drills it. Dennis Schroeder's biggest shot of the series to stop the Knicks run and make it a 7-point game. Final minute, first quarter. Brunson trying to respond. Left block, double team, finds Shamet far corner, right point Hart, a catch and shoot 3, got it. Josh Hart has made 6 of his last 9 3-pointers going back to game 2, and they're up 10 again.
I told you he got to shake off that reluctant shooter act. Shoot that thing.
The whistle and a foul up top on Evan Mobley. Moving screen, Shamet went down, and the Knicks will take over as Mobley picks up his second foul. Monica McNutt has had a lot of correct, accurate takes throughout her broadcast career. I don't know if any was more correct than saying, trust Josh Hart to shoot himself out of this slump, because he was 0 for 3 to begin game 2. I'm sure there were Knicks fans everywhere saying, you got to go back to Shamet, maybe McBride, get more shooting out there. Well, Hart finished that game 5 of his last 8 from 3. And he made his first field goal attempt of the night just there to give the Knicks a 10-point lead.
Tyler, because what do I say?
Shooter shoot to get hot, and the rest of it is a little fuzzy.
Shoot to stay hot.
Okay, gotcha. 37-27, Knicks lead the Cavs. They will not get the 2 for 1. Brunson taking his time now. 12 to shoot, 15 to play. Defended by Wade. Top of the arc. Dribbles left. Screen from Towns. Matched up with Mobley. Left-hand dribble toward the baseline now. Crossover. Pump fakes mid-range. Pass to a cutting McBride. Left baseline pull-up. Air ball caught by Towns. Put it up and in. And apparently all before the shot clock to give the Knicks a 12-point lead.
Did the miss hit the rim? Okay, we'll take it.
3 seconds left. Merrill right side baseline drive. Bank shot, no. Rebound tipped away from Strus by Hart. And the Knicks, with a strong finish to the first quarter, have a 12-point lead onto the second. And Karl Anthony Towns allows himself a mini fist pump with his right hand as he orchestrated a wonderful first quarter. Now, they do show a freeze frame on the video board that Towns' bucket was after the shot clock expired. Now, that was not the last play of the first quarter. There is nobody at the video monitor right now.
I don't think they can go back to that.
I don't think they can go back to do that either, because they would then have to put 3 seconds on the game clock and give the Cavs possession back. So the score is official. The Knicks, who have had some amazing quarters in the playoffs, just put another one in the record book. 39 points against the Cavs team that knows they cannot afford a loss tonight. It's a 39-27 New York lead in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ HSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Troubling news for the Knicks. Well, it's not that big a deal.
Say, what a descriptor. What a descriptor.
They were able to go back and review the late putback from Karl Anthony Towns. The shot clock did expire, so they can take 2 points away without having to replay the final 4 seconds of the quarter. So Towns has 11 points, not 13, and it's just a 10-point Knick lead, not 12. But an impressive 37-27 advantage after the first quarter as we begin the second quarter. Brought to you by Hand & Stone. Hand & Stone, relaxation that fits real life. Book today at handandstone.com. Knicks come out of the first quarter break with Jose Alvarado, Landry Shamet, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Tyson, who missed 3 3-pointers in 10 minutes in Game 2, will pick up McBride full court, but he'll get it across the timeline from right to left. Knicks in white calves and navy blue. Towns right elbow, pump fakes on Mobley. Pump fake again, now a left-hand dribble drive to the restricted area, then leans in for a righty layup that he misses off the bottom of the front rim. Merrill, right side baseline drive, gets to the rim, fouled by Shamet, who comes away hobbling, reaching for something along his left side leg. They will say it's not a shooting foul for Sam Merrill, though, and a side out coming for Cleveland.
Shamet seems to be playing through it, whatever it is, so that's a good sign.
He thought it was a shooting foul because he was walking toward midcourt thinking he would have more time to stretch out whatever he just tweaked. Instead, he'll have to cover Donovan Mitchell. 11:37 to go in the second quarter. Knicks by 10. They have yet to trail in this game. Mitchell near wing, pocket pass Mobley, one dribble, kickouts, tipped and stolen by Hart. It came to McBride. Back to Hart, right wing, right to the cup, and a right-hand layup. Misses short over Sam Merrill. Hart wanted a foul.
That is the 5th turnover, though. In the first quarter, the Knicks had 9 points off of 4 turnovers by the Cleveland Cavaliers, but that's 2 bunnies at the rim that they've missed now consecutively.
At the basket to our left, it's Mitchell. Crossover into the lane on Hart, and a right-hand bank shot goes. He argued for a foul and then fell over a cameraman. It's an 8-point game. Shamet left corner. Good hard closeout from Sam Merrill. Towns on the wing. Slips past Mitchell in the lane. Met by Mobley. Baseline cutter McBride out to Alvarado, and he rimmed out a left wing 3. Tyson gets the rebound.
I think Karl Anthony Towns was right at the rim. I get the rule. I get it. Touch the paint, spray. But gosh, there's been 2 times now I feel like the Knicks have been right at the rim. Take the layup.
Shooter, straight line drive down the lane. Pump fake got 2 Knicks off their feet, and he finds a wide open Mobley for a slam. It's a 6-point game now. 37-31 New York, 10.5 remaining in the second quarter. Alvarado running the point. Towns now in his new office in the postseason, out on the wing with the ball in his right hand. Pass to a cutting Alvarado and a right-hand layup. A new wrinkle in that formation, 9-point lead.
Well, it worked because Jose Alvarado slipped after he set that screen and just went back. He almost ran into Deuce McBride. But that sort of, yes, it is a wrinkle. But when the first cut and backdoor don't work, the Knicks can't settle. They got to run multiple cuts, and that was a great read by Alvarado.
8-point lead, 39-31 with 10:14 to go. It almost looked like they sent McBride through first on the baseline as a decoy.
I don't think that's I think that's just a read by Alvarado because he's that type of player.
Such an important guy to have on this team coming off the bench as Mobley drives on the left side on Towns and does draw the first foul on Cat. But an excellent job for Towns to take until 10:05 remaining in the second to pick up his first personal. Mobley was going up, so 2 free throws for him. It is an 8-point Knick lead, 10:05 to go in the second. 39-31. They haven't been perfect, but that first quarter saw some unbelievable efficiency.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, the Knicks shot 50% from 3, 72% from the field. They had 9 points off of the 4 turnovers that the Cavs committed. Got to the free throw line 10 times in that first quarter, 9 of 10 there.
They started 7 of 7 from 2 and 10 of 13 from the field overall.
The only category that I just kind of took note of wasn't poor, but the rebound margin at the end of the first quarter was just 7-6 in favor of the Knicks.
Mobley back rims the second free throw after making the first. It is a 7-point Knick lead, 39-32. Across midcourt from right to left, Shamet. It's Hart at the near wing. They will get it to Towns, left baseline, defended by Tyson. Out toward Hart. He'll slip inside and banks in a right-hand layup around Mobley.
Spins and banks?
Spins and banks.
I didn't know spanks was a word in basketball, but sure.
I thought I cut
Except
myself
when you
off.
spanking that. Anyway.
Oh, wow. Whistle and a foul away from the ball against the Knicks. 41-32. Knicks with the lead. 9:41 remaining. And Jose Alvarado will pick up his first foul. Fourth on the Knicks already with 9:41 left in the second. So it's going to be free throws the rest of the way. Allen and Harden return to the game. Out there with Tyson, Merrill, and Mitchell.
This is going to be a really interesting moment for the Knicks in terms of how they guard Mitchell and Harden. Shamet probably will draw one. It looks like Josh Hart is going to start with the other. Deuce McBride and Jose Alvarado give up significant size if they are switched onto those guys.
Harden right point. Pump fake to three. To the left elbow for Allen. Spins on Towns. Towns reached in. No call. Missed right-hand turnaround hook shot, but then a whistle and a foul, and they will eventually whistle that reach in on Towns.
It could not have been later, though. Goodness gracious.
Yes.
We're on to the next play.
I almost thought it would be a foul on the rebound.
Right.
But in the moment, it did look like a foul.
No, it did, but gee whiz.
So Allen at the basket to our right will try to find some kind of confidence at the free throw line. His struggles at the stripe have been a huge story for the Cavs. He was a 71% foul shooter during the regular season. He is at just 57% in the playoffs, including 7 out of 14 in the series. That first one was perfect at the basket to our right. As Jordan Clarkson, Mitchell Robinson, and Mikal Bridges will all check in for the Knicks. Just after we were praising Towns for limiting his fouls, he picks up 2 in the first 2.5 minutes of this second quarter. Well, Donovan Mitchell having what you can call a Jalen Brunson type moment on the bench, trying to rally the troops. He is a great leader, a complete class act, and yes, a local guy, Donovan Mitchell. Born in Elmsford, New York, but claims Greenwich, Connecticut is one of his hometowns. Dad works for the New York Mets, went to Canterbury School in New Milford, Connecticut. Allen rattles in both free throws. But none of that local kid resume I just rattled off means a single thing to Knicks fans right now. They want to beat Donovan Mitchell mercilessly. With the free throws, it's back to a 7-point Knick lead. 9:18 to go in this second quarter. Alvarado runs the point near center court, defended now by Harden. 6 to shoot. Right-hand dribble, gets toward the far block, hop step in the lane, tried to force a pass to Robinson. He couldn't get there. It's taken away by Mitchell. Picked up by Clarkson, tried to cross him over, and then fumbled it out of bounds. Jordan Clarkson, surprisingly great defense in the second half. Just surprised Donovan Mitchell there. He turned it over.
Now, the Knicks had all of 2 turnovers in the first quarter altogether. They've got 2 already in this second quarter.
With a 7-point lead, they work at the basket to our left. It's Bridges. Near elbow, spins foul line on Tyson out of the far side mid-range. He pulls up and drains it too, and points a finger at Jalen Tyson. It's not the second-year wingman's fault. Everything's dropping in for Bridges lately.
The other thing about Bridges that's been really effective, he just keeps his dribble alive and makes the defense stay with him. And if you give him a little breathing room, he's got tremendous length on that step back and on his release.
Tyson to the foul line and a handoff underneath for an Allen dunk. It's a 7-point game again. On the inbound, Harden almost stole it. Hart got it back. He'll take it ahead from right to left. Alvarado top of the key, a catch and shoot 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped initially by Robinson, but Merrill has it. 8:12 to go, second quarter. Cavs ball down 7. Off the dribble, straight on 3. Mitchell, too strong. Long rebound, Allen. 12 offensive rebounds in the series.
I need Robinson to get a little bit more active in terms of trying to get to some of these rebounds.
But then Tyson fumbled it out of bounds, tried to cross over Alvarado at the left side foul line extended. And whether or not he lost it clean, or if it was tipped off of him by Alvarado, another turnover as Brunson comes in for Alvarado. 7 giveaways from Cleveland. And when we have a minute, Monica, you mentioned the ability of Bridges to keep his dribble alive. That's what led to, I think, the second biggest shot in that comeback behind the Landry Shamet game-tying 3 when he beat the shot clock buzzer off the dribble from the right wing over Evan Mobley.
I'll give you that.
That's when you really knew the Knicks had enough momentum to come back and win that game.
Jalen's going to have to be careful because he did get an elbow up around the head and neck area of Sam Merrill. Now, Sam Merrill, as a defender, has to give him a little bit of space, impacting his speed, rhythm, and balance there with the reach-in.
So, yes, this is your typical Brunson gets across midcourt, and then the other guard tries to make his life miserable, reaching in, bumping him, and Tony Brothers did not let Sam Merrill get away with it, but there was a retaliatory left elbow by Brunson, which is what Monica's talking about. 7:46 left in the second quarter. Brunson throws away the inbound from the far side, picked off by Dean Wade. Harden rifles a pass underneath to Tyson. He got tripped out of bounds by Mitchell Robinson. And with 16 seconds to shoot, the Cavs will keep it. Max Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell to join Tyson, Wade, Harden, and Allen against Brunson, Clarkson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson. 3 turnovers in the second quarter for the Knicks. They had just 2 the entire first quarter. Inbound is lobbed toward the top of the arc for Tyson. Squared up by Clarkson, stripped him clean, but then it lands at the feet of Tyson. He'll pick it up, attack the rim, got fouled hard by Robinson and laid it in. Wow, Jalen Tyson's had trouble holding on to the basketball most of the second quarter, but once he got a grip, he took it to the cup for a 3-point play opportunity. It's a 5-point game.
I'd like to see the Knicks make sure that they are keeping an eye on their guy, Mitchell Robinson. And I don't know what conversations may have been had behind the scenes in terms of him not wanting unusual treatment, but he obviously was very public on his social media about what he's dealing with.
At the basket to our right, Tyson will take the free throw and connect. And it's a 4-point game, closest it's been all quarter. The Knicks had a 10-point lead at the end of the first, and now this Cavalier crowd is coming to life. And Brunson and the Knicks quiet them down again. Bridges, near sideline, pick and roll. Robinson, left elbow, step back jumper for Bridges. Not this time, and a rebound for Tyson. First miss of the night for Bridges. He was 4 out of 4. Harden, up top, crossover on Anunoby. Half spin at the dotted line, leans in for a lefty layup. He banked it in, and all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game.
This is what you expected from at home from these guys. They perform much better at home. Overall, they shoot 49% from the field at home compared to just 42% on the road, and 37% from the three compared to just 30% on the road.
7-0 Cavs run. Brunson right angle crossover on Harden, stripped on his way to the rim, out of bounds off of Harden. But just 3.9 to shoot. That will bring us to a media timeout, which will give Mike Brown some time to draw up a late shot clock play. 3.9 to shoot. 6:42 left in the quarter. It is a 7-0 Cavalier run. They've trimmed what was once a 10-point deficit down to 2, 43-41.
The and one play by Jalen Tyson served as a moment in this first half so far in which the Cavs found some energy both for their fans in the arena and as a collective on the team. On the other side, though, the Knicks have their starters back in the ballgame. They've got to bring the energy that they started the game with.
This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks 43, Cavs 41. Before we take the break, let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This is ESPN New York. WHSQ, WCBS-FM HD2, and WEPN New York.
2-point game, 6:42 remains in the second quarter of Game 3. Knicks have the lead by 2 on the scoreboard and in the series. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 6/1/26. Dealer for warranty details.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
43-41, the Knicks have a lead. 6:42 to go in the second quarter of Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. However, the Knicks have had 3 empty possessions in a row, a 7-0 Cleveland run. 3.9 on the shot clock for the Knicks. And their left baseline inbound coming for Josh Hart, defended by Harden. Knicks have the starting 5 on the floor. Inbound comes to Bridges, left block open for a bank shot floater with the right hand, and with almost no time to shoot, the Knicks get a clean look at a 4-point lead.
They were so exceptional in the first quarter at holding onto the basketball. To your point, it has stunted them here in the second.
James Harden, a soft roll on a right wing walk-up three-pointer. He was 1 for 8 from 3 in Game 2. That's his first tonight. It's a 1-point game now. Anunoby on the right side, pump fakes, and he'll take a 3 and connects over Jared Allen. Anunoby's jump shot is pure tonight. He's 3 for 3, and the Knicks are up by 4.
He was so exceptional before he went out with that hamstring injury. I believe he'll get back to that level of play.
Harden, bad shot off the dribble, left angle, missed it short, but an offensive rebound and a reverse putback by Jared Allen. He's got 12 points, 2 offensive rebounds, and it's a 2-point game again. Towns out high, pump fake to logo 3, entry pass, Anunoby left side, mid-post, spins in the lane on Strus. Tough right-hand layup won't go. Anunoby missed so badly you have to assume a foul. He's arguing for one, but it's not coming. Harden out high, dribbles down the lane, and a wide-open left-hand layup ties the game at 48 with 5:38 to go in the second quarter. Bridges near side perimeter, right-hand dribble, watching Max Strus. To the foul line he goes, across the lane, and a right-hand bank shot off the front rim and off into the hands of Harden.
I don't want to see the Knicks starting to whine about fouls. They've got to be aggressive and keep playing. You are on the road.
Tyson, back rim to 3, straight on, rebound deflected by Bridges over the trees. He finds Harden. Bridges, far corner for Anunoby, pump fake, sidestep. He'll drive baseline, met by Tyson to try to draw a charge. Anunoby angles around him, and it's a blocking foul as the layup wouldn't go. And 2 free throws coming for Anunoby, a chance to break this 48-48 tie.
That should have been an and one OG, but I get it. He was a little bit worried about picking up the charge. He has great body control, uses a jump stop to elevate, or not really a jump stop, but does a good job of stopping before he makes the contact with Tyson. Oh, I really wanted that to be a 3-point play.
I think Tyson also may have had his right heel on the restricted area strike. Anunoby gets the first free throw. 10 points for him, 3 of 3 from the stripe. Evan Mobley will come in for Jalen Tyson, who's had much more of an impact in this game than really he has in over a series. Anunoby 2 for 2, and it's Knicks 50, Cavs 48. A 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. And if the Knicks win tonight, well, you know what that means. A previously insurmountable lead in an NBA playoff series. Harden, right elbow pump fake, leans in on Bridges and rattles in a floater. James Harden's finding little slivers of space to operate. 13 points. He ties the game at 50.
This is by far his most efficient game so far in this series. He's 6 of 9 from the field so far.
Knicks from right to left, Hart near wing. They'll get it to Towns, left side baseline, posting up Dean Wade. Right-hand dribble, up top to Towns, or Hart rather, pump fake, drive, tried to kick it far corner to Bridges. He got it to him eventually, right wing three for Anunoby, too strong. He thought he was fouled by Harden. Rebound comes to Allen. Chance for the Cavs to take their first lead. The game is tied at 50. Mobley, right side, mid-range, posting up Bridges, out to Wade, far corner, wide open for a three. Short. Allen got a piece of the rebound, but Brunson and Towns took it away. It's Brunson racing forward from right to left. Foul line, 2 steps toward the lane, got a layup around James Harden, and Jalen Brunson shows off the speed for a 2-point lead.
He just saw what was going on the floor and knew that James Harden was not the matchup that the Cavs would have liked to see.
Harden had his arm hooked by Hart as he worked his way across the foul line. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Okay, Tony Brothers.
The hook and hold from James Harden. It's his first foul, and the Knicks will take over up by 2 with 3:53 to go in the opening half. My first thought is how great of a job has Karl Anthony Towns done avoiding getting called for that.
I had this, I don't know if it was my first, but I had the same thought.
Something that he was whistled for, which felt like at least once a game, usually twice. Cannot remember the last time he got that hook and hold offensive foul call. 52-50 New York. Towns out high. Strus was close enough to force a pass off to Brunson. Foul line pump fake. Leans in. Didn't travel. Yes, he did.
Come on, JB. Settle down just a bit.
The whistle came late, so the fans were correct. Tyler Ford eventually called the travel as Brunson did a pump fake and then stepped through.
He switched pivot feet. Crazy.
Then he stopped his step, and then he stepped again with another foot. 3.5 left in this second quarter. Cavs ball down 2. Harden at center court, picked up by Brunson. Couple of crossovers, now starts his drive. Left elbow, 2 steps toward the middle of the paint. Air ball to floater, and a foul is called.
11? Yeah, it's on JB again. Now, this was one of the adjustments I expected the Cavs to make. The same way the Knicks have gone after James Harden, they are now doing the same thing after Jalen Brunson. We'd have to look at the advanced stats perhaps at halftime if you can track it, but Jalen Brunson has drawn that assignment a number of times already tonight.
It's how the Cavs built up that huge lead that they eventually gave away in Game 1. And Mike Brown had the interesting quote, essentially saying, we don't like to play that game where we just hunt matchups as Harden misses the first free throw. He said, this was after Game 1. Sometimes you have to do what the game dictates. They were trying to attack Jalen. We said, okay, we feel like we can play that game. We try not to play that game much, but it was obvious, there's no secret, we were attacking Harden. So that chess match continues. Anyone you can hunt, I can hunt harder. And after a missed free throw from Harden, the Knicks will take a timeout with 3:25 left in this second quarter. It is 52-50 Knicks in Game 3. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Also, over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. So 3:25 left before halftime. And the Knicks lead the Cavs as they have the entire game. But this time, it's only a 2-point advantage, 52-50. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. Third generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
Knicks 52, Cavs 50. 3:25 remaining in this second quarter. The Knicks got out to a 9-1 advantage. The Cavs came back to tie, and then the Knicks opened up a 10-point lead. In fact, for a moment, it was a 12-point lead, but it was ruled that Karl Anthony Towns had to put back after the shot clock expired, so it never officially was a 12-point lead. But right now it's down to 2 as the Cavs have shot 64% in the second quarter.
The Knicks have turned the ball over too much. That's the problem for me in the second quarter. And I know it's not a ton of turnovers when you look at it, but it's more than what they had in that first quarter. And so it has allowed, it says already as many as they had in the whole first quarter. It has allowed, 4. I'm looking at my wrong numbers. They've got 4. They had 2 in the first quarter. They got 4 in the second quarter. And that has given the Cavs life and energy. I'll also call out the paint points. In the second quarter, the Cavs have really got to go in there. 28-14 is the statistic right now in terms of the difference.
Knicks took a timeout between Harden free throws. He got the second to make it a 1-point game. Knicks ball from right to left in white tonight. 3:11 to go, second quarter. Brunson left baseline, pump fake. Pass almost stolen by Harden, but it's Hart now on the right wing. He'll take a dribble, launches 3. Missed it very short and wide right as Mobley gets the rebound.
Got to shoot the first one if you're Josh Hart. I'm not sure what he thought he was going to do. Just be ready to catch and shoot. Pick up where you left off.
Mitchell drive up top, poked away from behind by Hart. Anunoby's pass ahead to Hart leads to a 2-hand lay-in and a 3-point lead.
Hart and Anunoby have done a really good job of connecting across half court, looking ahead to find one another, running the floor.
It's another chance for the Cavs to take the lead, but they turned it over. Strus, a right point triple, rimmed out, rebound, Towns. Knicks starting 5 on the floor. Strus is playing with the starters for the Cavs instead of Wade. Anunoby full head his team from the foul line of the rim. Missed a layup over Allen, got his own rebound. Bridges left wing, inside Towns. Finds a wide open right-hand hook shot from the left block, but it misses.
Use the glass!
54-51, Knicks with the lead. Towns 11 points, that's his second miss from the field. Harden at midcourt, double teamed by Towns and Bridges, and Harden is forced into a held ball by Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Excellent defense at the point of attack from Towns, who clearly caught Harden off guard.
He did a really good job, to your point, of just remaining vertical, not breaking the plane on that one.
It will be Towns and Harden to jump. Anunoby was approaching the center court circle, but he'd rather have the 7-footer tip it up against James Harden, who is 6'5".
Okay.
11 on the shot clock, so it'll reset to 24 if and when the Knicks win it. If not, it'll start ticking down to 10 and lower. Towns got the tip. Strus batted it away from Hart, but then it pinballs around and comes to the near sideline in the backcourt for Brunson.
That was sloppy.
2 minutes left, second quarter. Brunson shrugs off Strus. Left side mid-range jumper is perfect. Brunson's got 9, and the Knicks are back up by 5.
And Max Strus has been guarding him as physical as anybody that has guarded him tonight. And that time, Brunson, instead of trying to get all the way to the rim, stops on a dime, sends a defender flying.
Harden on the near wing. On the other side, Strus. Allen forced a bounce pass inside to Strus, tipped it over to Mitchell in the near corner. Baseline drive, double team by Brunson and Hart, and Hart found him from behind as he crossed toward the middle of the lane. And it should be free throws for Mitchell. And yes, the Knicks are in the penalty anyway. So 56-51 New York. 99 seconds remaining in this first half. 5-point lead, but Mitchell a chance to cut it down to 3.
In game 2, Donovan Mitchell was 0 for 5 from the field in the 27 possessions, part of those possessions, where Josh Hart was defending him. And on the series, he's 1 of 8 on threes when Hart is partially defending him. So Hart has had his number. He's been able to use his athleticism, his physicality, his strength as Mitchell misses that first free throw. But here at home, as we can see when you look at this box score, Mitchell's getting loose a little bit. He hasn't seen Hart as much, I would say, today, though, just from my eyeballs. He's got 9 points so far tonight.
But he missed another free throw. So he's 1 of 3. The Cavs are 6 of 10. And he misses again. They have not been able to figure out their free throw shooting woes. And if they don't win tonight, and if they don't win this series, they'll be thinking about missed free throws all summer. Knicks still by 5, 90 seconds to go before halftime. Brunson far side baseline, steps back, now drives in, finds Bridges left corner, swinging around Anunoby on the wing, into the paint on Allen, up top for Hart. He drives to the foul line on Harden, fake spin, left elbow, tough fadeaway jumper is good for Josh Hart. He's impressed with himself on that bucket.
Come on.
7-point lead.
Josh Hart with the fadeaway to 1-2. Oh man, looking like Dirk Nowitzki out there.
I was going to say Kevin Durant.
That too.
He did the ooh celebration. Top of the key, off the dribble 3. James Harden rattles out. Rebound Town. Hart head up, forced a pass to a streaking Anunoby, tipped at the point of attack by Harden, who will bring it ahead to the far side hash mark. Final minute, second quarter. Harden drive and kick. Strus, a right corner triple, off the mark, wide left. Max Strus is ice cold lately.
Truly, like, pour whatever beverage you want over him.
Foul line Anunoby, 2 steps toward the paint and fouled hard by Mitchell. 38.3 to go in the second quarter. The Cavs had 2 different possessions in the last 5 minutes with a chance to take their first lead. They did not take advantage, and the Knicks now a chance to make it an 8 or 9 point lead as we approach the final half minute of the second quarter. And Monica, talk about ice cold right now for Cleveland.
0 points for the Cavs in the last 6 possessions. This Knicks defense, you know, I asked Mike Brown candidly, are you okay with this defense? Because there have been opportunities the Cavs are just missing. Well, in the pursuit of a championship, sometimes you just got to get a little lucky. And the Knicks have had lady luck on their side in terms of the Cavs missing shots that customarily they would have.
Let's go Knicks chance started up. They got around 2 or 3, but it was quickly drowned out by boos from Cavs fans. 8-0 Knicks run as Anunoby is able to get both. It's a 9-point lead. Mitchell, a right wing 3, canned it over Shaman along the near side. 6-point game, half a minute to go. They got the 2 for 1 as well. Brunson directing traffic at the center court Cavs logo. Defended by Strus, 9 to shoot, 15 to play. Knicks ball up 6. Anunoby up top, catches, drives on Harden, middle of the lane, and he threw it away. He was surrounded by Cavs, hoping to find a Hart toward that far sideline, but he threw it away.
I'm not sure where Anunoby is going so aggressively. Like the Cavs, I wouldn't say they're packing the paint, but Allen was definitely back there. They know they got to help defend when a guy is penetrating against. Yeah, Mobley and Allen are both out there. They just know they have to help when a guy is attacking the paint versus James Harden.
6th turnover in the second quarter from the Knicks. They had just 2 in the first. So final shot for Cleveland. Final 5 seconds before halftime. Mitchell right side drive in the paint. Up top for Harden. Left point pump fake. Takes the 3. Air ball that he wanted to foul on Hart. Hart wags his finger, says no foul, and Tony Brothers agrees. So after leading by as many as 10 and allowing the Cavs to tie it twice, the Knicks will take a 6-point lead in the locker room as the second quarter comes to an end. It was brought to you by Hand and Stone. Hand and Stone, a relaxation that fits real life. Book today at handandstone.com. It is a 60-54 New York lead as they hope to take a 3-0 advantage in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Now time for the ingredients of victory, brought to you by Calandre's Bakery. And for the Knicks, it is the way that they are sharing the basketball. 13 assists tonight on 21 made baskets. They're shooting 57% from the field, so outstanding stuff from the Knicks offensively, sharing the sugar as well, with 3 starters in double figures and the other 2 sitting right at 9 points. Those were the ingredients to victory, brought to you by Calandre's Bakery. Calandre's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket.
Knicks lead by 6 as we go to halftime, so stay tuned for the Knicks halftime report. powered by ZipRecruiter, hosted by our guy Dan Grassa. 60-54 after 2 quarters in Game 3. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Dan Grassa.
And it is time right now for the New York Knicks halftime report. It is powered by ZipRecruiter. Dan Grassa with you. 1/2 in the books in Cleveland. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And the New York Knicks have themselves a 60-54 lead over the Cavaliers. They had a biggest lead of 10 in those opening 2 quarters. Cleveland got the game tied on a couple occasions, even there in the second. But the Knicks still with a 2-possession lead in this one going into the second half. Stream Knicks pre- and post-game coverage during the playoffs, plus hours of on-demand content anywhere you go. Download the Gotham Sports app. It's free with your MSG TV subscription. Sign in and start streaming today. Speaking of MSG, it is always a pleasure to hook up with our good pal, MSG's Wally Serbiak, as he helps us break down half number 1. Wally, it's Dan Grassa. Good to be with you again, my friend. How's things?
Outstanding. Knicks looking good in the first half. Tough road environment. They came out and threw the first punch, and overall a solid half for them.
One thing that's pretty evident there, Wally, especially in that first quarter, you could see the Knicks really looking to push the pace in this one. And being the fresher team in these playoffs, you would think that they would be well suited to accomplish just that here as we move forward even into the second half.
Yeah, that's something Mike Brown has really emphasized all season long. Get into the offense early. Don't just have Jalen walk it up the floor where you're fighting the shot clock, fighting double teams. So Jalen's really bought in. He gets the ball up the floor fast. You got multiple guys that can facilitate and make a play on the offensive end of the floor, and the Knicks are tough to guard. So they're doing everything that they should be doing to try to pull off a tough road victory.
What have you seen from the Cavaliers here in the first half in terms of adjustments as opposed to what we got out of them from the Garden games 1 and 2?
Well, they look pretty good in the Garden in games 1 and 2. I think in this game, they're generating a little bit more offense, looking to not only settle for three-point shots, but looking to attack in the paint. Jared Allen and Mobley have been really good. They're 4 for 19 from the three. They've had some good looks, so they continue to miss some shots from outside. The Knicks are doing a good job defending the three-point line and contesting, especially Harden and Donovan Mitchell. They're not getting good looks from outside, from deep. So Knicks have to continue to do what they're doing. This third quarter is going to be key. We saw it in game 1. The Cavs won the third quarter, and they established a dominant lead going into the fourth. And the third quarter is when the Knicks really took over the game in game 2. So this is a big, pivotal start to the second half, and we'll see what team makes the adjustments to come out and make the plays.
All right, Wally, it's time now for the top shelf performance of the game. It's brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon, and it features Karl Anthony Towns.
Brunson crossing over Strus out high, left elbow behind the back pass, top with the key. Towns pump fakes Mobley out of the way, then drives the lane. Euro step and a right-hand bank shot around Strus. Karl Anthony Towns, 11 points in 8 minutes, and Knicks lead by 7.
What do you think of Cat in that first half, Wally?
He's been great. He really has. He's doing everything out there on the floor, his activity level defensively, the skill level on the offensive end of the floor, the rebounding has been really good. He's got tough matchups. Those are two good bigs that he's got to deal with. He's got to keep himself out of foul trouble. Mitchell Robinson didn't really get involved that much in the first half. He didn't play a lot of minutes and didn't bring much to the table. So Cats had to really handle the load with those two guys. Hopefully Mitch, when he gets his minutes, produces a little bit and, takes a little bit of the pressure off Karl Anthony Towns. But overall, he's been good on both ends.
Just 4 minutes in that first half for Mitchell Robinson, 27 in games 1 and 2. That was the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Age longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly. Unselfish basketball, too, in that first half, Wally. 13 assists on 21 made field goals. Mike Brown, any coach, would be happy with the way the Knicks are moving it around there in the half court.
Yeah, that's something that I think has made the Knicks so much more dangerous to play against, especially when you see teams in a series over and over and over. Just the fact that they could score in so many different ways. The ball just isn't in one person's hands all the time, and Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson can score off the ball, on the ball, in out of bounds plays, anything. The Knicks have become a very tough team to defend against. At the same time, the Knicks are very good defensively. And let's see if they can lock down this Cleveland offense one more half, because this Cleveland offense is pretty explosive, and they need to continue to keep them down from that three-point line. Because if they get going from the three-point line, the Knicks are going to be in trouble.
19 three-point attempts for Cleveland in that opening half, just 4 of 19, though. And you mentioned James Harden a little bit earlier, an aggressive version of James in that first half. He leads everybody in this game with 11 field goal attempts. He's got 14 points to lead all scores. Do you think that maybe the incentive here of knowing you can't fall behind 0-3 back up against the wall, we're seeing maybe a little bit more concerted effort from one James Harden?
He looks good. He really does. He's getting into the paint. He's created some pretty makeable shots for his three-point shooters, and they haven't really cashed in. So, he's the guy the Knicks are going to have to worry about because he's been really good. It looks like Donovan Mitchell's dealing with some kind of injury. I don't know whether it's an ankle or something. So James Harden has had to really pick up the slack and be aggressive, and he did a good job in that first half. He was tough for the Knicks to slow down.
Wally, always a pleasure, my friend. Great catching up, and let's see if the Knicks can finish this one off here in the second half.
You got it. Sounds good.
All righty, that was Wally Serbiak, and this is the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter, 60-54 with the Knicks on top of the Cavaliers at halftime of game number 3. Now, this Monday, tune into MSG at 7 p.m. to get Knicks pregame coverage for Game 4 against the Cavs. Then tune back in after the game for all things postgame on MSG, or you can stream it on the Gotham Sports app. Obviously, this is the only game on the NBA scoreboard on this Saturday. Western Conference Finals will pick it back up tomorrow evening from San Antonio. Game number 4 with the Thunder leading the Spurs by a 2-1 count in that best of 7. OKC had a 15-point triumph last night in San Antonio as they erased an early 15-0 lead that the Spurs ran out of the gates with. And Oklahoma City did it on the strength of their bench. How about 76 points total from their reserves, led by Jared McCain, who had 24 points in that one for OKC. So Knicks waiting, probably keeping at least one eye on that Western Conference final to see who their possible matchup would be in the next round if they're able to finish business against these Cleveland Cavaliers. Once again, 60-54 is our halftime score between the Knicks and the Cavaliers. On this date in Knicks history, 1999. Well, it was a special year for the Knicks, of course, and that was on this date. They defeated the Hawks 90-78 at MSG to grab a 3-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Teams combined for 25 third-quarter points, marking the fewest points in a quarter in Knicks playoff history. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love, weekdays from 6A to 7P. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York is on YouTube. So we'll see if the Knicks are able to hang on. You heard Wally mention how important this third quarter is going to be. We saw how instrumental it was for them in Game 2 with that 18-0 surge would essentially put the game out of reach. See if they have another one in their pockets here, nursing a 6-point lead going into the third quarter. And this was the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. I will talk to you again in the post-game show, but coming up next, we send it back to Cleveland. Tyler Murray, Monica McNutt, they've got the second half for you. Knicks leading the Cavaliers 60-54, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
Ready for the second half of Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. And what an opportunity for the Knicks with a 2-0 lead. That, of course, means they are 2 wins away from advancing to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. But this Cavs team, even though the three-pointers aren't falling, has shown the requisite fight to let you know it's not going to be an easy win tonight at Rocket Arena. Cleveland 4 of 19 from 3. They started 0 for 5, then made 3 of 8, then went 1 of 6. And that helped the Knicks end the first quarter on a strong run. They lead by 6 as we go to quarter number 3. Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. Monica McNutt, what would you like to see in the first few moments of this third quarter for the Knicks?
Honestly, I think if the Knicks continue to limit their turnovers and don't play right into the hand of the Cleveland Cavaliers, they'll be all right. That is an offensively talented team. And on their best days, I would offer that they're also defensively talented. But in this series so far, the Knicks just seem to have more depth in terms of personnel, but also more energy reserves, I would offer. So I think if the Knicks limit turnovers, they should be all right in this one.
Speaking of turnovers, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell have combined for just 2 assists, but 6 turnovers. That's been a major problem throughout this postseason for the Cavaliers, and a big reason why it took a full 7 games to beat the Toronto Raptors. The Knicks will get the first possession of this second half, going from left to right in the white and orange uniforms. Cavaliers in navy blue with wine and gold trimmed down the sides. Knicks led by 13 points from OG Anunoby, who's really trending back in the direction we saw him perform in the first 8 games of the playoffs when he averaged 21 points a night. Hart will bring it across the timeline against Harden, Allen, Mitchell, Mobley, and Wade. It's Towns' left elbow. Hook pass to Anunoby. Far angle 3. Got it. OG Anunoby 2 for 3 from downtown. And now a game-high 16 points. Knicks by 9.
That is the start you want to see from OG Anunoby. He's got 13 points so far. 16 points so far in this contest.
And an entry pass to Allen. Tipped and stolen by the smaller Hart, who may have been grabbing Allen to get some leverage, but the Knicks will take it the other way.
In game 3, this was the quarter where the Knicks went on that infamous 18-0 run.
Ball from Hart from the top, whips the ball out of bounds. Forced one in toward Bridges, who is telling Hart to calm down, don't force it, as the Knicks give it away for the 9th time. I do love how the ball's been flying around for the Knicks, but there was one pass too many from Josh Hart. Mitchell up top, crosses Hart. He'll pass it right toward the wing, and Evan Mobley rips the net on a 3 to get that triple right back that Anunoby hit earlier to make it a 6-point game.
He knocked down 2 to start the game in game 2 back in New York, so you know that's something that he's capable of doing.
Brunson near side perimeter, driving right on Mitchell, steps back for a long 2 and sinks it. Jalen Brunson in this series is shooting 63% from 2-point range, and he gives the Knicks an 8-point lead.
Yeah, that baseline pull-up has been really good to him. Max Strus caught a couple, and Donovan Mitchell just caught one there.
Mitchell far side mid-post, spins away from Anunoby for a turnaround jumper. Beautifully done from Donovan Mitchell. He's got 14 points. It's a 6-point game again. Another team has missed a whole lot since this third quarter began. These are 2 of the best offenses in the entire NBA, not just the postseason. Hart from the foul line, middle of the lane, sealed off by Mobley, out to Brunson near sideline, crosses over Wade, back to his left hand, but not going anywhere. Left point, Hart, catch and shoot 3. Ooh, too strong off the back rim.
It's a good look by Josh Hart. I'm glad he caught and didn't hesitate.
And then he gets a steal on the other end, an ambitious full-court outlet for Mobley under the hoop, but it was tipped away by Hart, his 2nd steal of the quarter already. Anunoby to the foul line, right-hand dribble, underneath, pass to a wide-open Bridges, easy layup, and the Knicks have an 8-point lead.
Outstanding pass. At the half, the Knicks had 13 assists on their 21 made field goals. Tonight, so far, 14 on 23, so the trend continues nicely in this third quarter.
Only 1 miss between these 2 teams since the second half began. Knicks 67, Cavs 59, 9.5 to go in the third. Mobley driving down the lane right side, pass underneath to Allen, tipped and stolen by Hart. He's got 3 deflections already in the quarter. Anunoby foul line, passes left for a driving Hart on the baseline, surrounded by Cavs, and a whistle, no whistle. Hart wanted one. It's a steal from Mitchell.
He's a little bit out of control in that play. I understand the frustration, but he didn't do himself any favors.
Mitchell steps across the paint, reach in, swat away by Towns and company, out of bounds left baseline. The Cavs will keep it 13 to shoot, 9:09 to play in this third quarter. 7-5 Knicks edge to begin the second half so far. And they out-offense this juggernaut Cavalier unit.
It doesn't feel like that's going to be an issue, but they got to stay smart about this offense.
Ooh. Donovan Mitchell off the inbound, somehow got wide open for a corner 3 from the far side, and that makes it a 5-point game. Brunson across midcourt with a screen from Bridges, picked up by Mitchell on the near sideline. Right-hand crossover to his left, now back to the right. Pulls up for a right baseline jumper, missed it short, and Wade gets the rebound.
It's a lot of contact on that play defensively from Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell has Bridges on him, left point. Thought about a step back, but Bridges stays with him. Mobley on a slip pass, catches, drives, foul by Anunoby, and the shot missed off the back rim, but free throws for Evan Mobley as the Cavs have a chance to bring it back to a one-possession game. It's 67-62, 8.5 to go in the third quarter.
Considering some of the plays we've seen just in this third quarter alone, this one feels a little bit light, but I will give Evan Mobley credit that he seemed to be in control. On the other side of the Knicks, and outside of that last dribble, penetration, and pull-up on the right side by Jalen Brunson, I think the Knicks have been a little bit out of control when they were looking for some of those calls.
By the way, Josh Hart has tied a playoff career high with 4 steals in the game. About half of them coming in the first few moments of this third quarter. He's got 5 now, so it's a new career high. He does have 4 turnovers, though, Hart. Mobley got the first and the second as well, so it is indeed a one-possession game. 67-64, Knicks by 3. Early third quarter in the third game of the Eastern Conference Finals. It is Towns out high, straddling the left side perimeter, finds Harden on the right wing. He'll launch a 3, too strong, and a rebound for Harden. Hart is 1 out of 4 from beyond the arc.
Kenny Atkinson has been asked a lot about process in this series.
Mitchell off the dribble 3, missed it from straight on, would have tied the game.
If Josh Hart goes cold from 3 and the Cavs start to hit threes, I think he will continue to defend his process.
Towns rifles a pass to the bucket for Bridges, who catches high and finishes high off the window for a 5-point lead.
Towns now with his, 5th assist of the night?
Getting back into that Atlanta-type offensive form, which we saw excel against Philly as well. Dean Wade, left corner. Now back to center court for Donovan Mitchell. 7 to shoot, 7:39 to play. They set a screen, so it's Brunson on Mitchell, but they switch with Hart defending, and then Mitchell tried to take advantage of the switch with a pass inside that's stolen. It leads to a breakout layup for Mikal Bridges, who banks it in right-handed, and then pantomimes his running motion back down court as Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
16 efficient points for Mikal Bridges in this series. He's 8 for 10 from the field with 3 rebounds and 2 assists and a steal to go along with it.
The play was started by a Karl-Anthony Towns steal. He's got 2 swipes and 2 swats, and the Knicks lead by 7. It's a 71-64 lead with 7:29 remaining in this third quarter. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Also, go over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball, which is on ESPN New York, and the MSD Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian delivers personalized spine care for every stage of your journey. From physical therapists to surgeons, our expert team works together to provide you with complete back and neck care, from diagnosis to treatment and recovery. With 15 locations across New York City and Westchester, get the expert spine care you need at Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America. New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends Friday. Take the test.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 6/1/26. See dealer for warranty details.
7:29 remains in this third quarter. The Knicks have a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they lead this third game 71-64. 7 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Knicks have come out with strong, aggressive defense, creating some turnovers in this third quarter already. 4 of them committed by Cleveland just under 5 minutes into the second half.
Well, here's the thing. Cleveland has had 9 possessions, and you mentioned those 4 turnovers. That's not the ratio that you want if you're Kenny Atkinson and the Cavs. But beyond that, in the second quarter, the Cavs put it on the Knicks. They picked up 14 paint points to bring them to a total of 28 paint points and to basically double up on where the Knicks were. So far in this third quarter, they have 0 paint points.
Atkinson said after game 1 he wants to see more paint touches and not settling for 3-point shots. But they've done a better job of getting into the restricted area and creating opportunities, whether it's a shot at the rim or a kick out. But the kick out threes have not worked all that well again for the Cavs. 6 of 22 from 3. Cleveland ball from right to left. Mobley at the left elbow. Ball fake. Stopped by Towns. Reset pass to midcourt. Intended for Harden. Stalled it by Bridges. Towns out high, couple of ball fakes. Brunson at the near wing, defended by the taller, slower Allen. He'll drive the lane, right block under the hoop, keeps his dribble. In a circle now to the left elbow, spins back toward the cup, and a left-hand layup won't go. Tipped by Towns off the mark, but he got his own rebound and banked it in. And the Knicks have a 9-point lead.
You knew predictably that Jalen Brunson was going to go to that underhand scoop to get around Allen. He did, but it was Karl-Anthony Towns on cleanup.
Cavs fans getting audibly frustrated with all the turnovers from their hometown heroes, as Tony Brothers will call a foul on Landry Shamet, trying to impede the driving progress of Donovan Mitchell. Second foul on the Knicks in the third with 6:45 to go in this quarter. 9-point Knicks lead, 73-64. And we will have the rotation substitution of Wade and Mobley coming out. But oftentimes this is where Donovan Mitchell sits out with Mobley. That's not the case here. He's going to stay out there with Harden, Strus, Merrill, and Allen. Harden out high, passes right to Strus, a catch and shoot 3, short from the wing. Rebound, Bridges, outlet, tipped by Strus, collected at midcourt by Brunson, but then stripped by Strus. Baseline drive, Harden, over the top, rip-through move, leads to a right-hand floater in the middle of the paint over Towns. It's a 7-point game.
Somebody's got to come get the ball. Max Strus is all over Jalen Brunson.
It's Bridges to come back and get it, able to make the grab and keep it away from Merrill. Across the lane and out of the far corner for Towns. Rip through a move, pass to a baseline cutter. Bridges, tough angle, right-hand layup. That's such great off-ball movement from Bridges and a good find from Towns.
Bridges is just, he's been so sound tonight, making the right plays, making the right reads, and being aggressive.
And then a whistle and a turnover on James Harden. Anunoby reached in to bat it away in a left side drive. It went off his foot out of bounds, and the Knicks will take over up by 9. Full court pressure here on the inbound, so Brunson will throw it to midcourt where Karl-Anthony Towns is waiting. He'll take a left hash mark 3 in front, rimmed it. Anunoby looking around like, why did you do that?
An unfortunate update. The NBA took a steal away from Josh Hart, so he's back to 4.
That is upsetting. And now it is Harden, almost stripped on the right wing by Anunoby. Flips it around to Mitchell near wing. Now Strus in the near corner, and he connects on a 3. That feels like a big one for the Cavs. It's their cleanest offensive possession in the last 5 minutes, and they cut it down to a 6-point game.
And personally for Strus, he's 1 of 6. I know shooter shoot to get hot, shooter shoot to stay hot, but boy.
Brunson motors to the right side, mid-range, and pulls up quickly on Mitchell, who was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. They will give Brunson 2 free throws. At the foul line to our right, the Knicks have a 75-69 lead, up by 6 with 5.5 to go in the third. MVP chance start up here, at least it's an attempt from the Knicks fans.
There you go. I didn't hear it at first. Good ear on your part. Of course, the Cavs fans are doing their best to drown those out.
We see it a lot on the East Coast, obviously, but this is the best Knicks crowd I've seen in Cleveland. Although, this is only my 4th visit to Rocket Arena, which used to be called something else. Brunson sinks the first free throw.
Mitchell Robinson returning for the Knicks.
Will this be the time of the broadcast where I complain about the arena name?
I was thinking about the last one. The last one before this, I think, was Rocket Mortgage. And before that was before that. I know what it was before that. I can't think of it. I think it's Google it.
Quicken Loans?
Yeah, there you go. I think it was Quicken Loans. Because I think it was Quicken Loans when All-Star was here.
Well, they shouldn't have a name of another team, even if it's a mortgage company in the arena.
This is your hill to die on, huh?
Brunson hits both free throws at the basket to our right. Brunson able to draw 4 fouls in the game so far. It's an 8-point Knick lead, 5:23 to go in the third quarter. Harden on the far side wing, a catch and shoot three. Short off the feed from Allen and a rebound from Mitchell Robinson. It's Brunson now from left to right. Knicks in white, Cavs in navy blue. Brunson on the high side perimeter. Screen on the left from Robinson. He rejects it, drives baseline, far side, double team, and almost threw it away. He did throw it away. Pass up top was tipped by Merrill, picked up by Strus. Merrill out high. Dribbles in a circle to get away from Mitchell Robinson. Now finds Donovan Mitchell, top of the key. Off the dribble, split the double team at the foul line. Missed a lefty layup. Another rebound from Robinson. Not sure if Mitchell thought he got fouled, but he got clean to the rim, just could not finish. Robinson will slow things down.
Robinson, meanwhile, that's just his second rebound of the night.
They happened on the last 2 possessions, so maybe finding some more energy. Anunoby down the lane and a two-hand lay-in as Allen made a business decision at the cup. Anunoby straight through to the rim, and a 10-point Knick lead.
What I love about the performance of both players that are affectionately called the Wingstop is how efficient they have been. Anunoby, 18 on 5 of 8 from the field, perfect from the free throw line. Bridges, 18 on 9 of 11 from the field.
Let's go Knicks is the majority of the chanting
you'll hear.
Off the dribble, right wing three. Mitchell back rimmed it, and the rebound tipped out to Brunson. Knicks by 10. They're on the move again from left to right. Brunson up top, between the legs dribble, down the lane left side, and a left-hand bank shot layup is good over Mitchell. It's a game-high 12-point Knick lead.
The Knicks just keep coming at you in waves, and you can visibly see this Cavs squad fighting to maintain the energy to keep up.
Harden, strong drive down the lane, hands underneath to Allen. He's found on a reach-in by Robinson, and they should give him the upward motion there for 2 Allen free throws. Knicks by 12, 3:58 to go in the third. Well, Brunson with 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. 5 of 10 from the field, but 0 of 3 from 3. So you think of Brunson's series.
Snapping great from 3. Oof.
And that's the incredible thing. The Knicks are winning. Brunson's got his fingerprints all over it. But from the three-point line in this Eastern Conference Finals, Jalen Brunson is now 2 for 16. Allen misses the free throw. Those struggles continue. He's now 9 out of 17 in the series. Anunoby's coming out. McBride is in. 6-0 Knick run. I think it's 6-1. Allen gets the second. 11-point game. Knicks lineup is Brunson, McBride, Shamet, Bridges, and Robinson. So a smaller lineup. 6'6" Bridges will be playing the power forward position. Brunson at the near side arc, between the legs dribble. Left hand now back to his right. Baseline drive on Harden. Step back two-pointer from the baseline. Gets it to go. He had no room to breathe, but buried it anyway. And the Knicks lead by 11. Oh, they gave that point on the scoreboard to the Cavs. The Knicks lead by 13. Foul line pull-up jumper. James Harden rattled it in over Bridges this time. So now it's an 11-point game.
Similar to what we saw in Game 2. Jalen Brunson a little bit quiet in the first half of this one, but he's come on strong here in the second.
Bridges can't hit a mid-range pull-up on the right side, but an offensive rebound from Mitchell Robinson, his first of the game. McBride baseline drive comes all the way to the right corner. Spins on Merrill. Now a baseline drive on the other side, but he missed a leaner off glass. A foul is called, though, on Merrill, reaching in from behind. That was inches from an and one, but Deuce McBride will get his 2 free throws. Knicks 83, Cavs 72, with 3:07 left in the third quarter. The Knicks have won by 5 points so far since halftime.
In some extracurricular activities, somebody behind the Knicks bench got escorted out. And then we got Max Strus and Tony Brothers having a little bit of a conversation. It has died down now, but a lot going on.
McBride gets the first free throw. Do you know what colors that fan was wearing who got escorted out?
Oh, they were Cavs people.
Uh-huh.
It looked, one of those security guards looked familiar, though, so I don't know exactly what happened down there, but they were politely escorted out.
McBride hit a three-pointer early. That's his first basket since, and he'll get 2 at the free throw line. So 5 points for McBride. It's an 85-72 Knick lead. with 3:07 remaining in this third quarter.
One thing to note, the Knicks are just waiting on Josh Harden to score one more point to put him in double figures, and I believe that will then become 7 games where you had starters, all 5 starters score in double figures.
Unbelievable. Strus, left corner, watches his feet, takes the 3, missed it over Shamet, and Hart gets the rebound. From left to right they come. Hart, top of the arc, looking for a handoff to McBride. Couldn't get there because of Merrill's good defense, so he's pressured by Harden. Bounce pass to the near sideline for Shamet. 10 to shoot, 2.5 to play. Shamet tried to pass to Hart, far sideline, but he wasn't looking, so it bounces into Mike Breen's lap on the far sideline, and the Knicks will give it away for the 13th time.
While Mike Breen is a gift, I don't think you want to gift him the basketball.
He can choke it, though. We do have immediate timeout with 2:36 remaining in the third. It is a 13-point Knick lead. This is their largest advantage of the game, and a chance to pull even further away as we head toward the fourth quarter. But for now, 2:36 left in the third. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks by 13 late in quarter 3 of game 3. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a Thrivewell location near you. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
2:36 remaining in this third quarter of Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks 85, Cavaliers 72. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This is ESPN New York. WHSQ, WCBS-FM HD2, and WEPN New York.
With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Thousands of Knicks fans have descended upon Rocket Arena here in Cleveland, Ohio. Most of them traveling west from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and beyond. But I'll bet you we've got at least a few making the trip east from, let's say, Chicago, other towns in the Midwest. We're always treated well on the road.
Listen, my husband calls me Christopher Columbus, and it's not a compliment. I'm terrible at geography. So, yeah, people came from all over.
Well, the Cavalier PA man is trying as hard as he can to get the fans in wine and gold fired up, trying to drown out this Knicks contingent. As the Cavs will start this stanza with Schroeder, Mobley, who gets a driving dunk off a pocket pass, Strus, Harden, and Merrill. All the Knicks have Brunson, Hart, Shamet, McBride, and Robinson on the floor. It's an 11-point game.
Well, as we enter the last 2 minutes prior to the end of this third quarter, the Cavs have been 5 of 13 on open shots so far in this contest. That's something that I thought they would improve their percentages on being back here at home.
Brunson left elbow. Schroeder went down. Floater won't go, but a blocking foul called on Dennis Schroeder. He was trying to draw a charge. I think if he stays up, they don't call anything. Brunson will get 2 foul shots. Knicks by 11, 85-74 with 2:03 to go in the third quarter.
Just the steady nature of Jalen Brunson. Okay, 9-point first half, twice now in this series. And then you look up and he still managed to have his fingerprints all over the basketball game. He's got 17. As you talked about a little bit earlier, he has not shot the 3-ball well at all in this series. Just 2 for, 19 now at this point? Yeah. And still, that might be one of the most tangible growth points for this group as we've entered into the postseason, how well they can play and not have to rely on the 3-ball.
That's what gives you confidence that they can win on any given night, even if the shots aren't falling. Brunson got the first foul shot, and the second one is perfect. So he had 9 points in the first half. Now he's got 10 in the third quarter alone. Knicks by 13, reestablishing their largest lead. Cavs from right to left in dark blue, Knicks in white and orange. Schroeder far side block, sealed off on the drive by Robinson, so he backs up, defended by Brunson. Top of the arc, now it's Harden on the far side perimeter. Brunson defending him as well. Baseline drive, step back, double team by Hart. Bounce pass up top to Schroeder, swinging around Merrill, left wing 3. Banked it in, and that might be bad news for New York. Merrill's been ice cold, but some serendipity off the window. It's a 10-point game. Brunson got hip-checked across midcourt by Strus. They call the foul. It's the 4th in the quarter against Cleveland, and Strus is hot.
When you're trying to get it going as a shooter, you'll take anything that you can get. I don't know that a bank shot is necessarily going to unlock Merrill, but it was a good-looking 3.
It's looking like a true off-the-glass specialist from Georgetown, Monica McNutt.
That was my jam.
Fans saw the replay of the foul by Strus on Brunson. They do not like it. It is Brunson, McBride, Hart, Shamet, and Robinson to close out this third quarter. 93 seconds to go before the final frame. We have seen some valiant comeback efforts across the first 2 games in the series. The Cavs were down 18 in the third the other day, got it all the way back down to 8. But no closer. Of course, the Knicks pulled off the greatest playoff comeback in franchise history, down 22 in the fourth in game 1. Brunson left elbow floater, bricked it into the hands of Robinson, then tipped out of his grasp by a Cavalier, so the Knicks will keep it.
Didn't love that look by Brunson. Felt like a forced shot. But he's earned a couple of those, that's for sure. There was not much movement, I will tell you that. So he took the shot. Nobody really made themselves readily available.
Now, Tony Brothers is wondering if the shot from Brunson hit the rim and if they should have added or put 14 seconds on the shot clock. I think it was clean off the glass. And with 1:15 to go in the third and a 10-point Knicks lead, they may have to deal with far fewer seconds on the shot clock if they wind up reviewing this. And yes, Tyler Ford is headed over to the microphone to let us know what's going on. 87-77, Knicks with the lead. Tyler Ford talking with the public address announcer. And we'll see if they just decide to reset the shot clock without having to look at the video. Yeah, they're going to reset it to 5. I think that's right, Monica. It was a brick from Brunson, no rim, so you do not reset the shot clock. Now Brunson on a right baseline inbound, looking over toward Mike Brown and Chris Gent asking for the play. Ball's in Brunson's hands. Thought about a lob to Robinson. Instead, he'll send a pass far corner for McBride. He'll take a 3 over Merrill. Front rim, no. Rebound off of Robinson's fingertips, and the loose ball picked up by Strus.
The initial look was well defended by the Cavs because Mitchell Robinson was ready.
Harden at midcourt, screen from Merrill, so Harden defended by Brunson now. Top of the arc, couple of crossovers, several more crossovers. Foul line, Haspin at the dotted line, and the floater is good, and a foul is called. Robinson came over on help defense, couldn't block the shot, and he'll get called for the foul. Big basket from James Harden. It's an 8-point game, and he can make it a 7-point game with 54 seconds to go in the third.
This is sort of just a tough play on the part of Mitchell Robinson. He's got plenty of effort. I think if James Harden doesn't duck and end up underneath Robinson, literally, I think this is nothing.
Harden will get the free throw. Only his third foul shot of the night. And he puts it through. 6-0 Cavs run, 19 points for Harden. That ties Mitchell and Brunson for the game high. And now the Cavs fans are on their feet. They've been instructed to stand the entire fourth quarter. We'll see if that happens. Brunson at the near side arc, 40 seconds to play in the third. 8 on the shot clock. Right-hand dribble drive, sidestep, baseline pull-up, gets it to go. Jalen Brunson, a rainbow jumper. He's the first scorer to get 20 points, and the Knicks are back up by 9.
He's been so good in either baseline corner, whether it be penetrating all the way to the rim or just that pull-up.
Pick and pop Mobley on the left point. A catch-and-shoot three. Front rim, no. Rebound tipped out by Strus, and a new possession for James Harden. 10 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Harden is marked by Hart. Harden wants to take him, top of the key. Right-hand crossover to his left, now back to his right for a step-back triple. Very short, long rebound. Strus again. Near corner pump fake, and a baseline drive, handoff to Mobley underneath for a catch and slam. 7 seconds left. Knicks by 7. Brunson across midcourt with 3. Crossover with 2. Foul line floater with 1. No, an alley-oop to Robinson, and he stuffs it with .1 remaining to put the Knicks in front by 9, heading to the fourth quarter.
What a play by Mitchell Robinson. I thought Jalen Brunson was going for the floater to give himself his 23rd points of the contest, but Robinson, who has left his heart on his sleeve coming into this game, being very transparent with fans, tonight, maybe not the line that he's accustomed to, but that was a big momentum basket as he scores his first one of this game.
The three-point play from Harden made it a 7-point game, but the Knicks get a basket and a dime from Jalen Brunson to reestablish a 9-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter of Game 3. The Knicks are 12 minutes away from being 1 win away from the NBA Finals, but work to be done in one of the toughest road environments in the National Basketball Association. 91-82. Knicks in front, fourth quarter next. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSD Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Fourth quarter about to begin. The Knicks lead the Cavs 91-82 in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals with a chance to take a 3-0 series lead. Now time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Well, tomorrow, the Thunder will have a chance to take a 3-1 series lead over the San Antonio Spurs after that wild Game 1 loss in double overtime. They will tip it off in about 22 hours, and Knicks fans will certainly be dialed into that one. They've had a great regular season showing against San Antonio this year, but the Spurs could be put on the brink of elimination if they do not win tomorrow. That was the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Get yourself some summer savings at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event with great deals on a capable Kia SUV. Kia, movement that inspires. Now, we mentioned Cavs fans have been instructed by their social media accounts to stand up the entire fourth quarter.
They're sitting already.
They did stand up to wave their towels and show off their T-shirts during that third quarter break, but some of them are sitting back down. Mitchell from right to left slips in the paint, missed a high arcing floater over McBride, and Towns gets the rebound.
Over and under. 3 minutes from now, everyone will have sat back down.
It is not easy to stand the entire game.
Under.
Knicks ball from left to right, up by 9. It's their first possession of the fourth quarter. Hart up top, looking around, giving room to shoot, but hands to Shamet instead. Right wing, he'll take the shot. Front rim, no. Tipped off the front rim by Hart, almost dropped it off the backboard. But no. Pressuring Mobley in the backcourt. Mobley only has 2 more seconds to get it across, but he does just in time. Hart still not leaving Mobley alone. Out there with McBride, Shamet, Bridges, and Towns. For the Cavs, it's Mitchell, Tyson, Merrill, Mobley, and Allen, double bigs. Merrill, left side perimeter, dribbles inside, but met by Shamet, resets with Mitchell. Late shot clock heave, top of the key, air ball out of bounds, and a round of applause for Mikal Bridges, fired up.
That was an outstanding defensive possession by the Knicks. Like scrambling, communicating, recovering, anticipating, outstanding. And of course, to close it with the stop and not give up an offensive rebound. Chef's kiss, that's the way you want to do it.
And the 15th Cavalier turnover, make it 16 now, which is somehow their postseason average, second to worst in the NBA playoffs. Towns has it on the left side wing, holds the ball away from Mobley with his right hand, fires it left corner for Hart. His three-pointer is good, and Josh Hart connects on his second triple. The Knicks have a 12-point lead early fourth quarter.
And that does put your starting 5 all into double digits, something that the Knicks have displayed through this postseason, a tremendous amount of balance.
Foul line, Merrill threw it underneath to Allen, missed a left block, right hand push shot, rebound Towns, outlet Bridges, Euro in the lane, and a right hand layup. The Knicks have their largest lead, up by 14. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter, and Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
There's still lots of basketball left to be played, but I continue to say the depth that the Knicks have, it continues to be an embarrassment of riches almost. They've got all 5 starters into double figures. They've got 4 different scorers coming off the bench, and their efficiency tonight, 56.5%. The Cavs just have not had an answer.
It was Hart with that rebound in the 70-foot outlet, so he picks up assist number 4. Towns has 7 dimes, and Mikal Bridges, 20 points on 13 shots and no free throws. He is 10 of 13 from the field. And when the ball has been in his hands tonight, Knicks fans feel great about it. They lead 96-82, a game-high 14-point lead in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited-time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. 14-point Knicks lead, 10-19 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 6/1/26. See dealer for warranty details.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ HSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
9-2 run for the Knicks to open this fourth quarter. In fact, you can extend that all the way back to the end of the third on that alley-oop from Brunson to Robinson with .1 to go. And out of the timeout, they will have McBride, Hart, Bridges, Shamet, and Towns. The Knicks are looking for a 10-game playoff win streak. It will be their longest win streak in regular season or playoffs since 2012-13. They've still got 10 minutes and 15 seconds of championship basketball left to play. Cavs ball from right to left. 14-point deficit for Cleveland. Allen on the right side, pressured by Towns. He tried to dribble a hand off to Strus, and they will call a foul on Towns as he made the pass. That's his third foul.
So another stat, I mean, there's a number of stats we can point to, but one that is glaring in this one, 17-0 is your fast break margin in favor of the New York Knicks in this one.
Strus catches a bounce pass underneath from Allen, then stripped out of bounds. It went left baseline, and they say it is off of New York. Good quick hands by both Bridges and McBride. We're asking for a challenge, but the Knicks don't have any remaining. I thought there was a non-goaltend block by Karl Anthony Towns in the first quarter, but they were wrong. Place has grown silent here as Towns kicks a slip pass from Strus from the top of the key to the free throw line. Allen would have been open, so the Knicks will take that. 9:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a 96-82 New York lead. Cavaliers 0 for 4 in this fourth quarter. They have not scored yet. Merrill, far side angle, catching to three. It's good. That looked like a broken possession. Mitchell was over dribbling, but got rid of it to Merrill, and he drilled a contested three over McBride. It's an 11-point game, 9:40 left.
So you said it when Merrill hit the one on the left side off the glass. Could he unlock the rim for himself? Maybe.
A whistle and a foul on Cleveland away from the ball. In baseball, you see guys get out of slumps all the time by having a swinging bunt or a soft single, a blooper they call it, Monica, and this is not all that familiar to you. But
a bunt? I used to do that in kickball.
Okay, I don't think that's allowed. Anyway, maybe that's a slump buster for Merrill. Hart, top of the key, thought about a three, now steps back and thinks out loud, and back rim the triple. Rebound batted around, and Max Strus steps in front of Towns for the rebound. Cavs can cut it to single digits here, 9:20 to go. Mitchell left side drive, leans in, and got fouled on a layup attempt by Shamet, who says he got hit in the bottom of the chin. It's funny, the Knicks are clearly so used to having challenges at this point in the game because they have one of the best challenge records in the NBA. They are turning to the bench after these calls and saying, all right, should we challenge that? That time Jalen Brunson gave the incomplete sign from an NFL referee, saying, we don't have any challenges.
Stop looking over here, just play.
Now at the foul line to our left, it is Donovan Mitchell readying for the free throw. And that one is good. He has missed 3 of them tonight, but now 2 for 5. The Cavs have missed 6 foul shots, and we will have a Knicks timeout with 9:18 to go. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Also, go over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. It is a 96-86 New York lead with 9 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks hoping to take a 3-0 series lead for the second consecutive playoff round. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
9 minutes, 18 seconds to go in Game 3. The Knicks have a 96-86 lead. It is time now for Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. And it is dead even right now. 36 paint points apiece for Cleveland and New York. We always give you the three-point numbers as well, the inside-out nature of the NBA. Knicks are 7 of 21. Cleveland 9 of 32. Both teams under 34%. So paint points could be pivotal down the stretch. That was Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month, forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds.
For real or for play-play?
For, what are you saying? Oh, I see. The Boost Mobile read.
For real or for play-play?
No, it's always for real. Be so for real, man.
Sometimes I'm for play because I like playing them out. One thing I will add, though, is lots of basketball minds have discussed how Cleveland was in a similar position versus the Detroit Pistons, down 0-2, and came back to win that series. The Knicks, to me, are a much different team, and I think fatigue, however you would calculate that, the calculation is up when you look at what the Cavs have experienced. But I say that to say 10 points with 9 minutes and 18 seconds to go here at home. This thing is not put away just yet.
And another missed free throw from Donovan Mitchell. He got the first, but he is now 2 of 6 from the line tonight, and they cannot lose Game 3 for the Cavs. Knicks ball up 10. They go from left to right in white and orange. Cavs in dark blue. Hart left wing has been a little colder from 3 tonight, 2 out of 6. Dribble hand off to Brunson, left wing, speed for the far side baseline. One hand hook pass to Shamet, right corner. 3 is good. Landry Shamet, a big bucket in front of the Cavs bench. Knicks by 13.
6 points now for Shamet. And, of course, he's trusted in this moment because what he's demonstrated on the defensive side of the basketball, as much as that shot making.
Floater from Allen, mid-paint misses, but tipped out to Mitchell. New possession for the Cavaliers. 99-86 New York. Mitchell dotted line floater over Towns. Missed it, but a tip-in off the window from Allen. It is 99-88, 11-point game. 8:24 to go. Brunson across midcourt with a behind-the-back dribble. Pressure from Max Strus, but he's able to elude it with a screen from Shamet, so it's Brunson on Harden. Hart will come out for a screen, though. They want him on Mitchell instead. 6 to shoot. Brunson right wing. Crossover between the legs. Toward the foul line. Bounce pass to Hart. Dotted line pull up. Too strong off glass. Got his own rebound. Kick out to Shamet. Hits another 3 from the left wing. Back-to-back triples for Landry Shamet. And the Knicks are up by 14.
When we asked Shamet about his experience in Game 1, he said, this is the NBA. You fight for your life. You fight for your opportunity. You want to be ready when your number is called. He's been that in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Strus tries to answer and does from the far side perimeter over Brunson. It's back to an 11-point game just after the Knicks had reestablished their largest lead. 7:35 to go, and Strus fouls Brunson trying to get over midcourt. It is the second foul in the fourth quarter on Cleveland. Knicks have 2 as well. 7:35 remaining as Anunoby comes in for Hart. So this moniker is now the closing lineup we saw during the Game 1 comeback. Hart is out, Shamet is in, and then the other four starters, Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns. It means you can go 5 out with 5 different players, confident catch-and-shoot three-point shooters. We'll see how they use it to attack Cleveland. Brunson. Picked up by Mitchell, dribbling toward the top of the arc, sends Shamet on a cut behind the free throw line. Pass it to him now, left wing. Off the dribble, 3 over Harden. Shamet hits again. Landry Shamet cannot miss.
Okay, Landry Shamet, don't worry about it. I got closing duties on lock. What a shot.
3 straight three-pointers for Shamet. Strus can't answer left wing. Rebound Bridges, and he got upended by Strus fighting for the rebound. And the Knicks, with a 14-point lead, will take over again. 7 minutes to go in Game 3.
Hold on, man, because Landry Shamet was too cold with the left-hand step-back cash from the three-point line on James Harden. Woo!
It's getting harder and harder to drown out the Let's Go Knicks chants here in Cleveland.
Heard.
Knicks ball from left to right, 105-91. Final 7 minutes of Game 3. Brunson, right wing, step back, crossover behind the back dribble, almost didn't work. Now steps back for a contested 3 over Harden. Front rim, no. Rebound Towns, but a whistle and a loose ball foul on Cat. That'll be number 4, and it's going back down Cleveland's way. 6:40 left, Knicks by 14.
I couldn't see because that happened on the other side of the basket away from us. So I'm not sure what little trick Karl-Anthony Towns attempted that worked against them. But nonetheless, Knicks still in the driver's seat here.
It's Shamet playing with the starters on a night where Josh Hart's been brilliant. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Mitchell down the lane right side. Hurricane bank shot. Missed it over Towns and a rebound. Anunoby. Groans from the Cavalier crowd. The offense is stalled out here in the 4th for Cleveland.
A familiar story in this series.
Brunson near midcourt. Knicks up 14-9 in this quarter, and with a 14-point lead in the game. 6 to shoot. Brunson. Up top, crossover on Mitchell, left elbow, keeps going to the far side baseline and throws one up and in off the backboard and through. It's a game-high 16-point lead halfway through the 4th quarter.
And I got some fans heading up the stairs toward the exits, ladies and gentlemen.
Mobley to the foul line, tried to spin on Towns, lost it, got it back, far side baseline, contested jumper, rattles in. Toughest shot of the night for Evan Mobley. He's made it a 14-point game. And when you leave a game 3 down 2-0 to beat traffic, in many ways, you're waving the white flag on your season as a fan. It takes a lot for a fan to leave a venue like this at a time like this, but the Knicks are taking the life out of this crowd as Anunoby buries a near-angle 3 over Mobley. It's a 17-point lead.
The forecast in Cleveland this weekend called for some rain. It also called for some Knicks, baby.
There's Mobley with a straight-on triple. In and out. Anunoby the rebound. 5:17 to go in Game 3. The Knicks inching closer to a commanding series advantage in the Eastern Conference Finals. 110-93, Anunoby, driving kick, Bridges, right corner 3, in and out.
I was about to lose my mind.
The Knicks are hardly missing right now. You expect it to go in. Donovan Mitchell cashes from the far side angle, though. A high arcing triple over Anunoby. That makes it a 14-point game again. And Mike Brown will call timeout with 4:57 to go. 110-96 New York. And we can read you some 4th quarter stats. The Knicks offense, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. They have turned it over 0 times. The Cavaliers are 5 of 14 from the field. That Mitchell 3 does make them 3 out of 6. But the Knicks are playing at their best against a team that needs to be playing at their best with their season essentially on the line down 2-0.
Well, Tyler, I mean, we could just pick from the stats that we want. The Knicks, this is the 7th game in which they've had all 5 starters score in double figures, which breaks a tie with the Spurs, who sat at 6 for the most by any team this postseason. The Cavs have done this just once entering today's contest, and that was Game 1 versus the Knicks. I mean, I could pick up the box score and pick it apart, but ultimately what we're seeing is the Knicks peaking at the right time, playing at a high level, accountability to one another, focus. I mean, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby combined, they've been fantastic. They're 16 of 23 from the field as a Wingstop tandem.
Wow.
They've just been outstanding. And this is, mind you, a night where Jalen Brunson hasn't necessarily found it from the three-point line. Bridges has only taken 1 3, but Karl-Anthony Towns is 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Like, the variety of ways in which this team is demonstrating that they can win, that to me is what is indicative of a team that has the potential to be the last team standing.
4:57 to go in this fourth quarter. 110-96. Knicks with the advantage. This game is not over yet. Donovan Mitchell just hit a three-pointer that forced a timeout for Mike Brown. But the only Cavalier fans that are standing right now here in Cleveland are the ones standing and walking to the exits.
30-second official timeout.
The officials have taken a timeout. The clock is currently showing 0.0. That's not correct. Now it says 4:57, which is much more accurate. The Knicks have Brunson, Bridges, Shamet, Anunoby, and Robinson on the floor now. So Towns with 4 fouls will sit. Hart is still out as well, so no more 5-out offense for at least the time being. Meanwhile, for the Cavaliers, well, if you're Kenny Atkinson, the lineup you put out there, you are saying this is the group that needs to save our season. He goes with Mitchell, Harden, Strus, Mobley, and Allen. Dean Wade again starting but not finishing. Just 17 minutes for him, no points.
Wow.
Brunson will bring it up, and they intentionally foul Mitchell Robinson. That's the fourth, so that means one more, and he'll be taking free throw. And now Karl-Anthony Towns will check in immediately. They do not want to even wait around to let Robinson take a free throw. Mitch looks over to Kenny Atkinson and says, come on, man.
I understand that.
Not sure what Kenny Atkinson said back, but he should say, this just means we don't know how to defend you.
It's a compliment, actually.
It is. Knicks from left to right. Strus picking up Brunson in the backcourt. He'll cross over to the right side and get across the timeline. 14-point Knick lead. 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in game 3. Shamet screens for Brunson on the left. He'll cross over to reject it. Right side mid-range pull-up, front rim no, and a one-hand rebound from Mitchell. 4:33 left. Cleveland ball down 14. Harden out high. It's been quiet tonight. Drives on Brunson, stops at the foul line, zips a pass to the far corner. Mobley passed up the 3. He'll take Towns toward the rim, and a left-hand layup is good. He got all the way across the paint on Towns, who's playing with 4 fouls. And it's a 12-point game now.
It's still a lot of time left in this ball game, so the Knicks have to continue to be sharp about everything that they're doing.
Mini 5-0 run for the Cavs. Fans still mostly muted. Right corner, Shamet catch and shoot 3, and he got fouled by James Harden. An understandably over-aggressive closeout on the hottest shooter on planet Earth right now, Landry Shamet.
I love it.
He hit 3 in a row just moments ago. He's going to get 3 straight free throws now, and a chance to make it a 15-point lead. 4:02 left.
I thought this one was on the brink of being a 4-point play, honestly.
Shamet gets a front rim roll. That's just the way things are going right now. It dropped in for him, so he's got 13 points.
Well, the good news for the Cavs is they do stop the clock, so there's that. The not so great news is Landry Shamet is a pretty good free throw shooter.
And they're trying to build up enough sound to chant his name here at Rocket Arena as he gets another roll to get his second free throw. You know, Shamet's a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. Went to Wichita State from Kansas City. And he is, let's say, 35 feet from multiple-time Super Bowl champion Travis Kelce.
Well, he missed his last free throw, so there's that.
Yes, thank you for keeping my attention focused. 3:53 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 14-point Knick lead. Mobley backing down, and Anunoby far side post. He'll get to the middle of the paint, hits a right-hand push shot as he reached high over the second-team all-defensive selection, OG Anunoby, to make it a 12-point game.
Mobley has 22 tonight. It's by far been his best performance in this series as well. He's 9 of 15 from the field with 5 rebounds.
Would you call it a quiet 22?
I think it's only quiet because his team has trailed most of the game.
Reasonable. Brunson right down the middle.
Did you hit the like button? Come on, hit the like button. And subscribe too. Join the family.
Knicks by 14, 3:18 remaining. Mitchell thought about a right wing step back 3, but Shamet stuck with him. Back to Strus out high. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Straight up, slip pass on the bounce to Mobley, hands to Allen underneath for a right-hand jam over Towns. It's a 12-point game, 3 minutes left, 114-102 New York.
All right, a little bit of token pressure. OG Anunoby brings the ball across the half-court mark because Max Strus will not let Jalen Brunson out of his sight.
Anunoby near wing. Drive to the foul line on Mobley. Top of the restricted area. Pump fake, leans in. Blocked at the cut by Mobley. Allen the rebound. 2:40 left. Cavs ball down 12 with a semblance of momentum here. Harden out high. Picked it up. Bounce pass right wing. Mobley. Big three. Couldn't hit. In and out. And a rebound for Bridges with 2:27 to go. Mobley had to have that one. He's 1 of 5 from downtown. Bridges up top to the foul line. Passes left for Towns. Bought about a 3. Baseline cutter Anunoby. Pump fake at the rim. Hands to Bridges. Right-hand floater is good from the dotted line. And after the Mobley miss, it's a Bridges hit and a 14-point Knicks lead.
The Knicks continue to allow their passing to go from good options to great options.
Now we have dozens, if not hundreds, of Cavalier fans heading for the exits. Straight on 3. Misses from Mitchell. He hangs his head. Final 2 minutes, game 3. 14-point Knicks lead. Brunson to the foul line. The Cavs look tired. They let Brunson go unimpeded to the cup, and a left-hand layup with some boos ringing out here at Rocket Arena. That might be the dagger. Timeout Kenny Atkinson. A 16-point Knicks lead with just a minute 49 remaining.
Wow. The schedule for these Cleveland Cavaliers, they just have not been able to muster up the energy required to deal with the juggernaut that the New York Knicks have become offensively. 7 games where their starting 5 is all at least in double figures. I mean, this is just a monstrous run on the brink of their 10th consecutive postseason victory.
It's an unbelievable number, a truly unbelievable number.
So gaudy, kind of like a Clyde suit in the best way, though.
In the absolute best way. And it's another game where the Knicks haven't needed 40 points from Jalen Brunson. Yes, he has a game-high 27, but he hasn't made a three-pointer. He's dished out 6 assists. It's another incredibly balanced effort from a team that, if they do win this game and then win one of the next 3, or I guess 4, they'll be playing against a very deep opponent on the other side of the bracket, and you continue thinking they have the options to match up with anybody right now.
Yeah.
And how many times, Monica, have we seen a Knicks opponent fighting for its life just get that life ripped out of them by an unstoppable Knicks onslaught on both ends of the court?
Yeah, I mean, this is just really, really impressive from this squad.
Anunoby 21, Bridges 22, Brunson 27.
And again, Tyler, like, as much as we point to the offense, this defense, I mean, they're going to hold this team. They're averaging about 120 points in victories. They're probably going to hold the Cavs under that again. They held them under 100 points in game 3.
Romero can't connect on a straight-on triple. It's Knicks ball up 16. Their largest lead is 17. Bridges foul line, kick out Cham at far corner. Baseline drive, couldn't find Anunoby in the right corner, picked off by Mitchell, but he whipped it behind his back to midcourt, where Brunson will pick it up. They say possession was established by Mitchell, so a full 24 back on the shot clock for Brunson. Hart left wing. Foul line Bridges. Turns around, takes the dribble. Nowhere to go. 10 to shoot. Finds Brunson left wing. He'll dart inside. Bumped by Merrill. Throws it up off the front rim, but it won't go. And Mobley gets the rebound. 69 seconds to go. Let's go Knicks is the chant. And the pass to the left wing was tipped out of bounds by Bridges. 66 seconds to go. And the Knicks have a 16-point lead.
As only this fan base can do. They've taken over yet another arena.
This is impressive. It's one thing to go down to Philly, but to make the trip to Ohio, nobody is better than Knicks fans. Max Strus fouled on a three-point make from the top of the arc by Josh Hart. Mike Brown furious with Josh Hart for fouling a jump shooter at this stage in the game, but hopefully it won't cost the Knicks. 64 seconds to go. And now they're checking to see if it was a three-point shot or maybe even a landing area foul.
The ruling on the foul is a successful three-point basket. We're looking to see if it's potential infringement.
Well, the three-point basket is already counted. So you could have the free throw and possession. And yeah, based on what we've seen this year, this should be a flagrant foul on Josh Hart. The absolute last thing you want in this scenario.
Come on. That's okay.
118 to 105 is the score.
Outside of that, Josh has played a pretty spotless game.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal, really, for the last 7 quarters. Tony Brothers.
The call on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1, due to the close down of the defender. Therefore, Cleveland will shoot 2 to make 1 and get possession on the side of the free throw line extended.
2 to make 1 means if he misses the first, he can still take another, but if the first one goes, he's all set.
Just another example of the focus that this group has played with. Their last turnover came with 2:36 to go in the third quarter. So that's 22 possessions ago. The Knicks have not turned the basketball over, which sometimes can happen when a team is just playing well because they're playing so loose and so free, right? Doesn't even necessarily mean that a defense is turned up. They just have a few miscommunications, a few miscues, but not the case from these New York Knicks.
Strus will take a free throw and make it, so that's all he needs to do, and they get possession. So 3 points plus 1 and a chance to have the rare 6 or 7 point possession for the Cavaliers. They're still down by 12 with 1:04 remaining in game 3. On the far sideline, Harden looking to inbound. It was almost stolen by Bridges. He winds up out of bounds, and so does the basketball as he crashes into the front row. The pop star is gone, but the tight end is still here. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Definitely a crash game on the opposite side of the court there.
What a true fan.
Knicks in 4 is the chant now in Cleveland. The first time you hear that, the first time you hear that chant, you kind of laugh.
Yeah.
Ambitious, optimistic, classic Knicks fans. And they're 1 game away from being right for the 2nd straight series.
I mean, I could go to my class reunion next weekend if they wrap it up good.
In the lane, Mobley, right-hand floater off the front rim, rebound Hart. He's got 9 boards, 12 points, 5 assists. Brunson scampers to the front court right, 15 to shoot, 49 to play. Brunson back at the timeline. Bridges coming up for a screen. He'll reject it. Passes left for Hart. He'll catch into the triple. Very short. Offensive rebound in. Anunoby back to the top of the key for Brunson with 35 seconds to go, and a reach and foul by Max Strus will send Brunson to the free throw line. 36 seconds left in game 3. Knicks by 12. Strus and a lot of his teammates grabbing the bottom of their shorts here late in game 3. And they will now need to pull off an NBA miracle to win this series. They will go down 3-0 as the MVP chants start up for Brunson.
This is something.
Now Brunson misses the free throw. It swirls out, so he's 7 of 9 from the line. 27 still for Brunson. Mitchell with 23. He needed to have a monster game, but Donovan Mitchell, he was just good. He had to be incredible. That's the dilemma you're faced with when you face a Knicks team playing as well as they are right now. As Brunson does get to second, it's a 13-point Knicks lead.
Everybody just be smart here.
Mobley catches near the rim, and Josh Hart listens to Monica. He puts his hand straight in the air and lets Mobley get a wide-open layup. Half a minute to go, 11-point game. Brunson near sideline and fouled by Merrill. Some more free throws for Brunson.
Strus came out of his shoe.
He'll put it back on his right foot. Now the missed free throw the last time down from Brunson does leave a bit of a window open, but you make 2 here. 13-point game, 25 seconds left, and then the celebration can truly begin.
Man, this is just so incredible.
Brunson gets the first, and why not? Hit this one, and he'll have his 26th career 30-point game in the playoffs as a Knick as he continues breaking his own record. And now he'll try to break the broadcaster jinx.
Let's see if you can do it.
He got it. 30 points for Brunson. He's done it once again, and so have the Knicks. They lead this pivotal Game 3. 121-108. Mitchell off the mark on a left wing triple. Anunoby tips the rebound to Brunson, and the shot clock is off. Thousands of Knicks fans making noise on the road in Cleveland. And the New York Knicks are one game away from the NBA Finals. They have ripped the hearts out of another playoff opponent and earned an unprecedented 10th consecutive postseason win with a 121-108 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers to take a 3-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Man, the longest streak in franchise postseason history and tied for the longest single postseason streak of any team. Man, this is just fantastic. What a sight to behold. What a time to be a Knicks fan.
Game 6 in Atlanta, Game 4 in Philly, and Game 3 in Cleveland. We are seeing a trend. The more urgent team, the more desperate team, it should not be the Knicks. It should be the other guys fighting for their lives. But time and time again, the team that brings the energy, the urgency, and the gotta-win mentality, it's the favorite. It's the New York Knicks. And it's a major reason why you can't count them out in any game they play.
Okay, I want to edit something that I just said. I got the full stats here, though. It is the first 10-game win streak in any point since 2013 in postseason. So it's the longest in Knicks franchise history. They become, though, the 10th team in the NBA postseason history to do 10-plus game streak or more. They could be. 5 of the previous 9 of those teams, though, Tyler, won the title.
There are a lot of stats going out there that have shown dominant playoff runs like the Knicks have put together have exclusively led to championships. 5 of the 9 sounds low to me, Monica. It's impressive. I'll give you one that was even before taking this 3-0 lead.
Tell me.
Best point differential through the first 12 playoff games. The Knicks have the best of all time at plus 221, and you can add 13 out of the diff here tonight in Cleveland. The 5 teams right behind them, 2017 Warriors, 71 Bucks, 87 Lakers, last year's Thunder, and the 96 Bulls, they all won the championship. And even those teams did not have a better point differential at this point in the playoffs than the Knicks. It is truly unprecedented. It is special to witness. And it's got the Knicks on the brink of their first finals appearance since 1999.
Golly. Wow.
121-108 is the final. Celebration will hold off until the Knicks get the 4th and final win they need. But when you show that you can go into an opponent's building who's been great here all year and put them on that 3-0 brink, well, you've proven that you can beat them anytime, any place, any venue, and that's what the Knicks did here tonight.
Truly. I don't know if we're going to get our walk-off interview. There's so many more interviews when you get to this time of year.
Right.
You might not be fortunate to grab someone, but goodness gracious.
Donovan Mitchell, meanwhile, he started 8 of 11 from the field, but then missed 9 of his 10 shots.
Gosh. This has just really been impressive. I just love the way that this group has turned it up.
Monday is Game 4 here in Cleveland. And you can imagine the secondary market might be even friendlier to the Knicks than it was for this Game 3 with the hometown team down 3-0. If Cleveland wins that, it will force a Game 5 in New York on Wednesday. And as long as you can take care of one of those 2 games, you don't have to come back here to Ohio. And then, well, Knicks fans, you can start dreaming big. We will take a break and come back with our post-game coverage right after Monica brings you our favorite post-game wrap-up treat of every broadcast.
Now, time for the sweet victory moment of the game, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. I think I'm just going to go with the fact that they have 7 games in this postseason now where their starters are all in double figures. The balance, it's so sweet. That was your sweet victory moment of the game, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Calandra's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket.
The Knicks win again. 10 in a row in the playoffs. It's their longest win streak since 2013. And that one came during the regular season, led by Carmelo Anthony and company. This is not normal.
No,
This
nothing.
is Knicks basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
121-108. The Knicks have a 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, so they have won 3 games in this semifinal round in the NBA playoffs, which means they're officially one step ahead this year of where they wound up last year. Progress is not always linear, but with this Knicks team, apparently it is. Dan Grassa has our post-game coverage on the other side of the break. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio.